There we go. All right. Checking out Fate's new video annihilated. Test Your Might loves me and defend the premium shop. All right, this is like one of the arguments that Fate is normally right on, the price gouging. Let's begin. All right. That's what you're going to say, right? Ready? Right. Yeah. He's going to look at himself in the camera. Yeah, there we go.
I was made aware that the only pros have a clubhouse. It's an old clubhouse.
Oh,
seated by, you know, much better venues. But I was made aware of this, so I decided to check it out. And boy, oh boy, wow. You know, well, I'm just saying, man, that like, you know, I think when you sign up for this place.
He thinks that Test Your Might is where all the pros are, mate. That's a long time ago, actually.
They give you like a free Starbucks, you know, discount for a soy latte or something. So we're going to go through this, right? Because this is funny. TestYourMight.com, been around for a long time. Sure, there are good people there, right?
Oh, right, okay, so it's relevant.
This is the funny part, right? This is like the epitome. This is the place that used to have pro players show up. This is the place that used to have actual developers show up and they leave. Gee, I wonder why they leave. I don't know.
Yeah, Test Your Might was banging. They left because
I can't figure it out.
I don't know how many of you were around during this Test Your Might area. Test Your Might was the site where everyone, like, it was basically like Twitter for Mortal Kombat before Twitter was Twitter for Mortal Kombat. So yeah, basically we were just sitting on there talking about it, like how we would on Twitch as well. It was even before like Twitch was a thing, really. Oh, get Age of Empire on. It was basically Twitch and Twitter before Twitch and Twitter. It's our forum, innit? Mortal Kombat forum. And everyone was on there. I think Sonic was on there. I was on there. Rio, Brady, Pig, PL, 16-bit. Everybody was on there. But when Twitter became the main thing, it kind of killed all forums, I think. So that's why you won't see people in there.
Maybe by the end of this video, you can tell me. Right. Anyway, I only went for 3 pages. This dude says, here is the video. If you don't know at all who myself is, thank you. There you go. He is a scrubby MK hate channel. Oh, I don't hate MK. I love MK.
You don't.
I'm just not a big fan of what Mortal Kombat's become. See, this website is primarily about the combos.
This Test Your Might is about combos. Damn.
The bootlicking, if you will, of pros and, you know, the intricacies of knowing all your terms and conditions, right? Isn't Scrubby saying that somebody doesn't know how to play? I'm pretty sure I know how to play Mortal Kombat, but whatever, right?
You don't.
Which is about everything that from 50% combos, yes, but we'll get to that, to losing half.
Look, stop asking why am I watching this, right? Why am I watching this? I'm watching this because this is peak YouTube. What are you on about? This right here is peak YouTube. If you don't know about, well, if you're a Mortal Kombat head and you don't know about Fate, this guy is the guy right now. He's the guy to listen to. But not, he's the guy to hear. Or what is it? Listen or hear? Whatever. He's going to make some sounds and you're going to listen to it, but you're not going to hear what he's saying. I think it's like that, right? But anyway, let's carry on.
Your life for whiffing a button, yes. Because general people don't want to deal with that when they're buying a game for fun.
No fun allowed.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, they are a minority. They're the minority of the minority.
Then why are you moaning?
Unlike other minorities where, you know, they don't actually deserve the ire, you know, or the...
Hold on, sucker. What you trying to say? Like those other minorities, what you trying to say, huh? This guy.
Problems that they've gone through in life. Well, I think some of these only pros, they bring it on themselves, right?
I'll really bring it on myself.
Blaming the Condiment Twins for removing crossplay. I didn't say I blame them for removing crossplay.
Excuse me.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, to cite this very video he's talking about here, I spoke to Mortal Kombat's biggest critic. He was moaning about them, Ketchup and Mustard not. Basically, he's blaming Ketchup and Mustard for there not being, like, people knowing about no crossplay or whatever on launch. So yeah, you totally were doing that. You're on record doing that. I can't. All right.
Saying, like, again, disingenuous.
Yes, that's you.
Because they beta tested game balance for 5 days and didn't have internet access then. LOL. ... Did you get your mother to proofread that? I'm just asking, bro. This is hilarious. I never said they removed crossplay. We knew in advance that crossplay got removed from the Steam page.
You're just moaning about why don't people
and then
tell.
It was self-removed, and people found out about, like, people noticed it and started talking about it, myself included, right? A lot of people did. You know, a selling point for the game. I know you clowns on your little archaic, you know, clubhouse don't seem to give a shit about whether or not people are being stiffed. Because you'll see also in this thread that a couple of these people actually support the premium shop and think that in no way, shape or form should we be having any sorts of complaints whatsoever about the way that, you know, they handle their business. This is precisely why I call out the only pros, the shills, the con artists and sellouts, because they are undermining what can or could possibly be a great Mortal Kombat game. Not this one, but in the future, right?
What?
And the absolute rapid decline that we have seen once NRS has been fully taken over with Warner Brothers. Anyway, then you got John Grizzly here. Foxy shouldn't have given this more on the promotion. I was happy before I knew he even existed. See, when I read that, I think that...
Before he gets to say what he's going to say, before I read that, yeah, nice one, John Grizzly, you're a geezer. All right, let's carry on.
These people are so unwell that they're triggered by a stranger on the internet. That's funny.
It's circumflexed on.
And if you read this, yes, I'm reading it. Pro players' opinions means more than yours because you're too ignorant to even realize what release check is, and that's just one example. I didn't care about release check or not knowing release check or whatever the hell I said because it never became a problem.
It did become a problem.
Fighting game that I pick up.
It did become a problem. The only reason he knows about release check now is because he said, "Oh yeah, I was doing this thing with Reiko, jump kick, press a button, slide or whatever." And he's like, "Oh, this other move would come out." I was saying the reason the other move's coming out is because you got release check on. That's the only way. And he's like, "Well, that's not very convenient." Along those lines.
Go to YouTube and look up Fatty. One word, Fatty. He was brilliant and everyone loved him.
He was brilliant and everybody loves him.
That's as simple as that, right? I see it in the options, I'm like, okay. It was left to default. I'm like, okay, this doesn't seem to be impeding the way I'm playing the game. Why would I bother? Except in Mortal
because it
Kombat
was.
1,
you gave an example.
Brady admitted, as well as other people I've spoken to, there are some major issues when it comes to online play with input lag or delay. You know, adding frames to make things worse. I'm in Street Fighter 5.
All right, okay. This is a guy that says he doesn't know any frame data. So how are you going to comment on it? Like, you're only trying to use things for your argument. But you don't actually understand what your argument, what you're using as evidence. It's adding frames. Where's it adding frames? Like, what difference does it make to you who can't even do the most basic of things in the game? That make no sense.
Had different frames when you played online versus offline, and people spoke up about it and it got it fixed. But as per usual, the not really smart crowd love taking those crumbs.
He says not really smart as NRS, by the way.
Right? Because as long as they get recognized, they're like, oh my god, I'm so happy that, you know, some only pro recognized me. He goes, I made it up to the part where he admits he doesn't even know what release check is. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is the massive gulf and difference between the person that's a massive Mortal Kombat fan that loves the franchise and wants a great Mortal Kombat product as a consumer versus the only pros that only think about themselves. See, to them, sitting there going,
It's not mutually exclusive. It's not mutually exclusive. It's not mutually exclusive. I reckon most of the pro players like Mortal Kombat more than him. They definitely dedicate a lot more to Mortal Kombat than he does. So why is he even bringing this up?
You know what, honey? Are you plus on block today? Because I don't know about that frame data you're pumping out. Maybe you should do a couple more up blocks before we think about, you know, figuring out your release check, right? These are the sort of clowns. This is how they think. This is how they talk. I can't with these people, man. It's so sad, right? It's so sad. Anyway.
Hold on. This is how they talk, right? Hold on. Go to YouTube and search "Fight All Thy Enemies." Where is this video? There's a good one. It's a Tekken one. Alright, hold on. You'll appreciate what I'm about to show you. When was the Zafina? There we go, yeah. So we're the clowns. Alright, you ready?
Come, my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar, baby. I wanna get freaky with you. Simply irresistible.
We're the clowns. We're the clowns. Brother, we are the clowns. Yes.
Is he talking to a Mongol pass? Okay. I actually like something Foxy said that changed my mind about characters' viability. Right? Although I believe every character in MK1 can be viable, I don't think it's likely they'll make the top 8. You know how I did my joke tier list where I pushed all the characters up to the top? What that means is that you should be able to choose any character and defeat any other character. I don't understand how people sit there and go, this is a shit tier list. I know. That's the point. Because you're stupid and you don't understand the joke. This is how fighting games used to be, right? You could defeat any other character with any other character. You want to know why?
What? Hold on. This is how fighting games used to be. Hold on a minute. Let's have a look. Lex Luthor. Oh, fuck. Versus General Zod in Justice 1. I hope this has the video I'm looking for.
Guys, the game's over.
That was so ballsy.
Does this matchup look doable to you?
It's over.
Any character can pick any character and beat the other character. All right, you ready? Lex Luthor has the slowest movement imaginable. Right, this is as fast as he can move in.
No.
And Zod's putting all his balls all over the gaff.
Oh, God.
Oh my. Look how instant.
It's over.
Yeah, you're done. Like, you get knocked away one time, it's done. You're never getting in.
This is unbelievable.
What is
How
he?
bad this matchup is.
How does he do?
It's a tap on the street. It's over.
Yeah, and then that laser's a low. He calls out his boy who comes up behind you when he's... Oh, mate. You can't get in. This is a real zoning game.
In the history of...
This is a real zoning game.
No idea how to comment.
Oh, wait for him to get his boy back, right? He's going to call out his boy at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cabal's the same thing. They call out your boy.
Back in my 5 minutes.
He needs advantage to call his boy out, and then it's going to get worse.
You put your speakers at the highest. If you stop hearing Zod balls and you start hearing screaming, run back downstairs. But I would suggest you get food, get it.
Right, this has got to be one of the most... Yeah, look, so now his boy's behind him, smacking him up from behind like Sento, and then you got projectiles coming in from in front, and his boy can do an overhead while Zod can do a low. Like, this is basically the first version of Sento in NRS, but it's on a Zona, not on a rushdown character like Kenshi.
Look how instant they are.
Did MK9 even have any matches like this?
Does Kenshi Jade count?
Oh yeah, you had armor, but he gets armor broken. It's just, there's nothing redeeming about this matchup. And even when he knocks him down, he's got an invincible wake up that's going to be hard for him to break.
This could be it!
Oh my God, Actor!
Wow, he's in. And now he's lost the corner.
Oh my God.
Oh.
This could be more revolver needed. It's starting. The dream. You gave him his power.
Oh no! No!
Oh
that's
no
it.
no 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 no.
Oh my.
No.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
We're still alive. We're still alive.
Yeah, see his boys slapping him up from behind. What are you gonna do?
Oh my god! Oh, it's over.
Relax. Tastes like no. No no no. Yeah, it's like this 15 seconds. That's so not good.
It's
Scream.
over. No.
Yeah, the clash basically guarantees it as well.
You're gonna flash. No.
So yeah, like that is pretty much how every Zod versus Lex match goes. It is just you're never getting in. So yeah.
Because before the days of patching, they had to make sure that the game was pushed out in a state that was absolutely fair and balanced. Now with something like Mortal Kombat Trilogy, you know, playing with my friends, we generally knew not to use the boss characters because, yeah, they were broken as shit. But outside of that, we're fine. Don't worry.
Don't worry. Don't worry. MK Trilogy, Noob Cybots. Hold on, let's see if I'm pretty sure. Yeah, look, Ketchup must have got a point on this, right? Where is it? MK Trilogy, right?
What you're likely the most familiar with back in the day came from Mortal Kombat Trilogy.
Go watch Ketchup's video on Noob Cybots. Sick.
The only character outside of bosses that we've ever seen be banned from competition. In Trilogy, this is no exception, as his move list as a base is the exact same kind of thing. In this game, he's notoriously known for his infinites, even outside of
This thing makes you unable to block, and he just runs up on you and just smacks you up, and then he puts it on you at the end of his thing as well.
The
Pretty sure.
involves his teleport slam, and although across the N64 and PlayStation version you'll execute it a little bit differently.
Oh yeah, he has infinites as well. That's great.
Works the same here. Noob is still this outrageously broken character who once again tends to be banned outright.
All right, so before patching, the characters are all balanced and fair.
Alright, there's good source coming up. Yeah, I don't care about all that stuff. I mean, who talks like this, right? Bracketar says maybe, but lately I've felt that there are too many stupid opinions on MK from stupid morons that go uncontested online. See, again, it all comes down to just how easily exploitable the game is for their own benefit. Why do you think, at a good portion of the life cycle of this game so far, on Steam, MK11 had more players?
What benefit? All right, okay. He's always talking about for their benefit, right? What benefit does the guy that can do, I don't know, let's say, all right, so there's plenty of players that can do 50% Kenshi combos. Like the guy I just played in Kombat League, Hephaestus, right? He's a good enough Kenshi player. But what benefit is he getting from these 50% combos and whatnot? What is he actually gaining from it? He's just playing the game. Why you got a problem with a dude playing the game and doing things that the game allows you to do? It's like, I bet he'd like cry about people drop shotting in Call of Duty, or like Gandhi hopping in Halo, or one tick switching in RuneScape or something. It's like it's literally just like it's an endless argument of a skill issue.
Brand new game, which being Mortal Kombat 1, having less. That's how bad it was. And for the first time in history, Mortal Kombat 1 went on sale. Weeks out from its release, right? A brand new game. Brand new games when they get released, and believe me, I know, I got over 8,000 games on Steam. You can
He's got over 8,000 games, mate. He's got over 8,000 games. Can I get a 61 consoles? Can I get a 61 consoles? Wait, is my soundboard functioning?
You don't hit Nightwing combos, bro.
Oh my god.
Nightwing, who gives a shit? Who fucking cares? Dude, I got 61 fucking consoles. I play a bunch of shit.
Wow, you got
amazing.
Couple weeks, I'll come back and I'll fucking smoke you every fucking game. Your shit ain't nothing, dude. That's why you never won Evo. I'd win Evo. Your shit's garbage, bro.
You've won nothing.
All your shit's fucking trash.
You've won nothing.
Alright, so that's basically...
4-hit Nightwing combos, bro.
That's basically the same sort of mentality, isn't it? They're of the same vein. That's crazy. I love it.
on sale. They usually have to wait a good, 6 months, give or take, before they'll go on sale, unless there's some pre-launch or some like pre-order or launch discount, like 10, 20%, maybe a bit more if you've got other games in in the
8,000 games, man.
library that you already own, etc., etc. But ultimately, games do not go on sale. The cheapest games you'll find on a PC release will actually be on CD key websites, but you guys would know that, wouldn't? Oh no, you don't. That's right, because you're over here jerking each other off on OnlyPro's, Clubhouse.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't manage to reach the point you're mentioning before I quit. Well, lack of testosterone does that. Other than that, what a complete waste of energy. It's like talking to a toddler, expecting deep conversation, no logic and nuance. Yes, but that's because you're not coming from the other side. You don't understand at the end of the day, these games are being made for entertainment. No one gives a shit about you and your stupid plus frames on block and upcheck and fucking bullshit crap that you clowns go on about. You think that matters? No. What matters is whether or not when somebody goes out and they purchase the game, whether this game is going to be fairly accessible for them to understand and learn, whether it feels fair and balanced, whether there's a ton of content in there, where it feels...
Alright, okay. Fair and balanced. You don't understand what fair and balanced is until you can understand the mechanics. If you don't understand the mechanics of the game, how are you going to say if something is balanced or not? Let's see, what's really unbalanced if you don't know a mechanic in this game? Remember, alright, let's say Omni-Man's overhead teleport, right? If you don't upblock that, it's -1, but if you upblock it, he gets full combo punished. So, in theory, if you didn't know the mechanics and you fought against an Omni-Man Lao, you're just going to die to low hat into that teleport repeatedly, right? But the solution is actually quite simple if they're going to just keep rinsing that on you. So how is this casual player that's buying the game for entertainment and all that gonna even know these things, or even get to play against people that are doing these things that he's moaning about? I don't understand. I just don't make no sense.
Balanced. Now with something like Mortal Kombat Trilogy, playing with my friends, we generally knew not to use the boss characters because, they were broken as shit. But outside of that, we're fine.
Wait, did I just go back?
Alright, there's good source coming up. Yeah, I don't care about all that stuff. I mean, who talks like this, right? Bracketar says maybe.
Yeah, I've gone back, haven't I? How far have I gone back?
Where if you have games have been played with the same movement,
Alright.
created in towns, don't care about that. That's why I make fun of you.
Oh, okay. They were back here, weren't they?
I didn't manage to reach the point you're before I quit. Well, lack of testosterone does that. Other than that, what a complete waste of energy. It's like talking to a toddler, expecting deep conversation, no logic and nuance. Yes, but that's because...
Alright, so obviously you can hear the bass of my voice. Who's got more testosterone? This guy, the squeaker, or me, the only pro? I wonder. You seen this physique, mate? W physique. Look at this. Monstrosity. You know what I mean?
Joker. We demand it.
Because you're not coming from the other side. You don't understand at the end of the day,
Nice one, Simon.
Made for entertainment. No one gives a shit about you and your stupid plus frames on block and upcheck and fucking bullshit crap that you clowns go on about. You think that matters? No. What matters is whether or not when somebody goes out and they purchase the game, whether this game is going to be fairly accessible for them to understand and learn, whether it feels fair and balanced, whether there's a ton of content in there, where it feels like the microtransactions of the game aren't going to be a problem. But you clowns don't care about that. That's why I make fun of you. Because the very game that you have created a...
Alright, okay, hold on. We're the clowns because we don't care about microtransactions, which plenty of people come out and said, yeah, it's kind of whack. But you're going to make fun of people. Alright, so I'm trying to understand this viewpoint, right? You're trying to make fun of people for not ripping on a shop in a game. So that makes us clowns. That gives you the right to laugh at and mock people. What kind of backward ass logic is that? That made no sense. Nothing this guy says ever makes any sense.
livelihood out of and sit here and create an entire clubhouse out of all reside around the fact of whether or not there's going to be a long-term viability for the game's success. 3 million copies sold? Nah, bro, that's 3 million copies sold, give or take a large portion of that would be to physical stores. There is no indication whatsoever that those games are actually in the hands of gamers. Not to mention the fact that right now Warner Brothers is
Supply and demand.
sitting at a 58% probability of going bankrupt. But you know, Upblock.
What's that got to do with NetherRealm though?
Rap Shem. Oh, I see these guys on my videos. How you going, man? I couldn't stomach face stupidity for that long. As bad as Logic is, the gameplay is even worse. Oh no, how will I sleep at night? Usually on my left side. Anyway, nonetheless, this is an important moment because it does highlight the dichotomy between casual scrub player base and the competitive non-casual player base. There is no...
He isn't a part of the casual... He isn't part of the casual player base.
competitive and non-casual.
He's scrub, but he ain't part of the
Basically,
casual.
only pros versus everyone else. The hardcore Mortal Kombat fan could be someone that simply loves playing the story and just mucking around the characters offline. See, again, this is where I'm coming from. You say this because you are this. Yes? Then you say this and don't understand where I'm coming from. Absolute clown show. The combat side of it is just one piece of the shit puzzle that's going wrong. The whole pie.
Or a shuzzle, as you could say.
It doesn't matter which piece you look at. There are some good points. Character design's good. I actually really like the special moves in this game. Stages are fantastic. In fact, the stages are carrying this game when it comes to anything of any sort of noteworthy polish. But outside of that, NRS games have been plagued with the same movement, janky, stiff, robotic, crappy engine ever since they started with Injustice, and then it seeped into Mortal Kombat 10.
It's all, since MK9, they're all basically on a similar sort of thing. That's not Injustice. It's you don't like it.
MK1. Yeah. Because if you go back to MK9, it feels a hell of a lot smoother than what they did when they made the jump. And it's not the only thing that's going on, but, you know, you guys know better than I do.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Right. This guy says, I think they do hit the top 10 players because they do amazing things with their games. That's right. Didn't I say that? I've been saying that shit, and what did I get told? You're wrong. You're wrong. They never listen. I guess they do. But NRS management and Warner Brothers are definitely casual players, not fully understanding the depth behind the high-level play. Yeah, this is an interesting point. I'd love to hear from the only pros out there. If you can beat someone that actually worked on Mortal Kombat, does that mean that they have no right to talk about Mortal Kombat? Even though they...
Hey, if Paulo's watching this, Paulo, I'm definitely smoking you. And, like, once I smoke you, I'm telling you, listen, mate, I'm balancing the game now. This is a new era of Mortal Kombat. All right?
Made it. What if you could beat 16-bit? What if you beat 16-bit? You know, the person that handles all this absolute bullshit? What about them?
It's actually Paulo, not 16-bit.
What if John Tobias decided to buy Mortal Kombat 1, played it, right?
John Tobias didn't make Mortal Kombat 1.
Know about Upblock, gets online, gets destroyed, or plays other people, gets destroyed, you know, sitting there being held in the air for 12 seconds. I've got a video on my Twitter for that. 12 seconds. What was it, 500 damage? You guys are clowns. This is the very reason why people move away. Because you guys are so elitist in the way that you think that it drives people away.
That is ironic, right? So, we're elitist in the way that we think. But because we think of, like, optimizing the game, playing it for what it is, using everything that you can use, he then goes into elitist mode and says, you guys can't act like that. He's basically being the thought police. He's being the thought police. He's like, you guys can't do that because this is meant to be for the casual players, not for you, only pros fucking the game up for everyone else. It's OS. Yeah, it's an OS. Don't make no sense. Oh, wait. I needed to bring... Bring you guys up. Can I put you? There you go. You can sit above his head. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, I just keep saying this because it just doesn't make any sense.
Basically, like, if you do not play this way, you're an idiot. I did a stream yesterday showcasing that I can indeed do these stupid ass combos, but it's boring because this is what everyone else does. It's crap.
Alright, okay. Let's have a look at you doing something in your stream. We'll watch a couple matches, right? We need to start from the beginning of a match. Damn, the other guy beat you.
Too much of that only pro stuff. I'm not a sore loser. Dude, I've been fighting this guy like 1,000 times in a row.
That was a good time to come to. Alright. Nice punish. Mashing. Mashing. Good grip. That's it. Play your advantage. Whiffing. It's all over the place. Down one parry. Play however you want, mate. Get in there and scrap, bro. Oh, you missed the punish. I think if you've played Mortal Kombat... Alright, there was no need to do that. You'll probably lose for that.
Do that.
I think if you've played Mortal Kombat for as many years as he has, you'd know that Liu Kang's fly kick is a punish, right? And then he gets jump kick. I mean, the guy he's playing against ain't exactly doing anything spectacular as well. It's like...
How is he?
I'm going to say it's like he doesn't know what he's doing, but he doesn't know what he's doing. Also, the way he's got his audio channels and set up are whack too. You can hear the game soundtrack and his music at the same time. It's like audio toilet. Oh yeah, he won't even use his assist.
Oh,
so it's like that other guy I was talking to in Combat League earlier. He's like, he didn't want to do Johnny Cage's shadow kick because people spam it, and he wanted to be different. All right.
fucking cheapness of this game, I tell you what. This is why I don't like the cameo system.
You should have used yours.
I'm gonna get last hit. Oh,
You survive.
oh fuck.
Now, if you knew how to flawless block, that wouldn't have killed you right there. 100%, I can tell you. But he doesn't bother learning these things. This is a flawless block right here because you got no health and you're sitting on like a bar. So, well, even if you blocked it, you would have lived. If this is another thing, if you knew the mechanics of the game, you weren't finished here. You had a bar. If you blocked it, you survived. If you flawless blocked it, you survived with a bar. You know, but you decided to do got hit, jumped on, wake up, and then complain that the game's cheap because the assists are there. All right, let's have a look at some other guy. He plays Reptile too, and a Reptile mirror. PC definitely doesn't look as smooth as like how console is though. Round one fight, EX slide. That guy tried to up block, it was just too late. Could have punished that a lot harder. Yeah. So like his whole gameplay, like he hasn't done a single interaction here that isn't high risk, low reward. Yeah, look, like there's no need to do that. That is, look how many times he, right? It's three mistakes to lose. Let's say on average, right? Let's see. Well, 3 mistakes or high risks to lose, right? Let's see where he, where are these mistakes or risks being taken, right? Round 1 fight. If you're against Kenshi, you lose for this. If you're against Kenshi, you've just lost. All right. If you're against anybody else, you got 2 more touches. Jumped over. Random dash. Again, same thing. High risk. What do you get out of it? 7% in a knockdown. So against Kenshi, you're doubly dead here. And if against like anyone else, you're 1 hit from death. And then you did force ball and block. You've lost the round in record time. You've lost the round in 10 seconds, basically. And he's going to say, oh, I can play however I want. You can play however you want. But you can't really complain when you're like... You can't complain about people playing better than you when you're doing things like this. Anyway, don't really need to see any more. Like that kind of just shows what his way of thinking around it is.
There is no variety in the people that you come across. It's terrible. But anyway, that fake guy stated NRS caters to pros over casuals. Yes, because that's who gets retweeted. That's who it looks like they give a shit about. It's all about optics. I mean, do you guys have glasses or something? Right? This is what...
It's all about optics, right? So if any of you listened to Pig, right, Stream of the Heart, talking to this guy, Pig was saying about optics, right? Fate never said the word optics before Pig brought it up, and he was saying, yeah, I like that, I like that. And now he's not stopped saying it. It's all about optics now, mate. It's all about optics. The retweets and all that, whatever. But in reality, the retweets don't mean anything, right? So... yeah, Ed Boon's retweeted a couple of my tweets, like the stress test when I did that katana, when I found the katana throw into the fan trap, right? And I just melted someone's life bars. What? That's cool. That's just cool, isn't it? It's like something cool that you can see being done in the game that you've fathered. Like, what's wrong with that? What do I gain from that? I might get some followers on Twitter. It's not anything like what he's thinking.
Average MK fan sees. They see Ed Boon and other people in high positions getting all the attention, all the scope, all the shills, getting little chairs and handouts and their free copies of the premium edition. Everyone else that's sitting there going, yeah, but we're the rest of the fucking game, bro. But you guys don't care. Foxy admitted he doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit.
No.
You guys leave out that point, don't you? Yeah.
I don't care. Like, the reason I don't care is because it's not within my power to change anything going on at Warner Brothers. I'm not a multi-billion-dollar company. I ain't got any say, no stocks. I'm just like you, a customer. I'm just a casual customer. All right, you understand? Mad. Yeah.
That's really interesting, isn't it?
It's so interesting.
You guys leave out that important part. You know, the part where the rest of the game has to be viable to sell, so that way we get future DLC and content. But you guys are so zombified, as somebody references down further, that you only give a shit about one component of the game, and you simply do not care about the rest. I care about the rest. And I may not know every mechanic in the game, but I want a great Mortal Kombat game. You want something to exploit. We aren't the same.
The irony here is you do want something to exploit. You thrive off the attention that anyone is giving you. Me in particular, and Dittle and Brady, and I can prove this. And Sonic Fox. Let's have a look. Only pros, right? This is about me. This is about me. Let's see. This is about me. This is mentioned using Tweety as a thumbnail, talking about things that I've said. This is after I spoke with him. This is him speaking with Brady. So where's the part? This is him speaking with Brady and Pig. So where's the part where he's not using us for anything? I don't understand. As usual.
Thankfully. I'm having fun. Are you guys having fun? I'm having so much fun.
No fun allowed, mate. You're nicked. Oh wait, can't even see it.
Anyway. Oh, I've heard other things. You notice how Sonic Fox, I think, today came out and said, oh, do you know how a katana's broken? I've actually talked to some people behind the scenes, and because I've been hearing for a while now, people saying that this shit is rigged. And I asked some people about it, and I said, what do you mean by rigged? I don't understand. And they go, because what happens is you get these pro players come out, and they talk about certain characters being broken. And what happens is, the developers go, ooh, maybe we should do something about that and fix it.
What does that mean, Fate?
I'm just saying.
What does that mean, Fate? What does that mean? If something is broken and it should be fixed, that works towards your narrative. Your narrative is saying shit should be nerfed because it's too powerful. If it's broken and it gets fixed, it gets nerfed. Whenever something gets nerfed, it's us that gets it nerfed, not the casuals.
Stuff I have had conversations about from people that actually are on the scene and have been. So there. Just like an MK1, balancing always has favoritism. Well, yes. My whole point, ever since I started this crusade, is to have balance.
There is no balance. There is no balance in what you're saying. The Mortal Kombat community needs a reset because he doesn't like pro players, basically.
11, right? Crap game. But at least it felt
Where's
like
the balance?
Through and through. And on the combat side of things, at least like it felt we had balance.
Thank you for your
Contrarian makes
on
public
one hand,
that everyone
the only
knows
pros
about.
complained about
Contrarian
news
makes
at
public
all.
claim that everyone
everyone
more
news
at 10 after rock surveillance.
Hey, nice one, Eunice. Thank you.
Girl crying on the
And Kanye.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair. But I remember when Mortal Kombat 11 first launched that the only person that people were facing online was pretty much Scorpion. Eventually they nerfed that. That is my point. The way these games are designed is very simple. You find the most broken character, and now the most broken cameo to play with that character. You take it online, and that's all you do. There's no variety of gameplay, there's no nuance, nothing. It's the same few select characters with their combo, with the cameo, and that's it. Whereas I can go to other fighting games, I can get my ass handed to me.
Other fighting games. Hold on. So, other fighting games, I think there's how many, can anybody know how many Lukes and JPs there are qualified for Capcom Cup and Kens?
Restore the Madoka. We demand it.
Too many, at least one. Isn't it seven? Seven Kens. So, other games you don't pick top tiers. Do you remember Evo Japan and Tekken? Tekken, the game that Fate here is always like, oh yeah, this game's Tekken's the game. Do you remember Evo Japan Leroy? 7 Leroys, mate. This happens in every game. DJ, yeah, exactly. This happens in every game. What's the problem?
Right, or I can beat him, either way. I don't feel like it's unfair. But don't worry. Don't worry, it's coming. Right. Ray's Good Looker comes in, don't know who he is, because apparently Google's bombarding me with his content. Oh! Really? Me? I'm only small, bro. I've watched some of his stuff and just assumed he was the voice of the casual scene. No, I'm a Mortal Kombat fan. Simple as that. Casuals and non-casuals have always been at odds. Well, let's rephrase that. The Mortal
I'm not
Kombat
at odds.
base and then the tourists.
Right. I am not at odds with casuals. I am actually not at odds with casuals, and I never have been. And there's so much video evidence to prove it. And that's one leading my juice, by the way. Thank you for the subscription. Look, let's go. My channel. Right. So casual players, right? I'm sitting here having a laugh with Slasher, right? Slasher is definitely a casual guy. I'm not at odds with him. He's on the worst Wi-Fi imaginable. The worst Wi-Fi imaginable. And I'm sitting here playing it with him because, you know, I'm a Mortal Kombat fan. I respect what Mortal Kombat is to anyone that plays it. Meanwhile, I mess with people like Arakin.
Oh, now I'm on.
See, there's many avenues of Mortal Kombat. His Wi-Fi wasn't that bad. It was good Wi-Fi. Let's see. There's all sorts on here that proves that I'm either, well, I'm not just about the pro player. Oh, there we go. Me versus Sonic. The MK11. Okay, and then there's all sorts of interactions you can have in Mortal Kombat. And I see this happen with a lot of what he would call pro players because, well, we've got the luxury of having open mic. I think that actually bridges the gap as well. Open mic and Combat League is actually a good combination. And King of the Hill.
Tourists are what you would call somebody coming in and then going, you know what? Like, because Tom Brady was going, oh, casuals come in and change shit, then they leave. No, that's a tourist, bro. That's a tourist. Because I thought about it and I thought, no, he's actually wrong. The Mortal Kombat fan base wants to stick with the game. We want the game to be great, every single one that comes out. Keep your injustice bullshit, right? Don't care about that crap. We care about the longevity
What is this?
of the game.
Just
We want it
observe.
to be great. That's why we speak up. The tourist comes in, who has no knowledge of the game, or has played other games, comes in and expects things to change for them based on...
The tourist comes into the game and expects the game to change for them and has no knowledge of the game. Sound familiar? Does it sound familiar? Mate. Fight all thy tourists, mate.
on experiences elsewhere or no knowledge at all. You dickheads think you got me with the up block? Man, I've turned that into a fucking meme. It's hilarious. You guys are clowns.
You turned yourself into a meme. It was good.
Mechanic, or maybe two. Sort of.
3, 4, 5, all of them.
About, and I read the room. I see the comments on forums. I see the comments on X. I see the comments on, like, maybe Facebook occasionally when I get on there. And I see the comments on other people's videos as well as my own. And every single person out there is very disappointed with this game through a whole variety of reasons. But you guys discount that because you don't give a shit. You actually don't give a shit about whether or not Mortal Kombat is successful. You only care about it being successful in one component, but you cannot have one spoke on the wheel. It will collapse, and it is collapsing. How the fuck do you guys not see this?
We're not the business, though. We're not the business. It's not on us to be pushing for Mortal Kombat to be successful. We can push for Mortal Kombat to be successful in our own sphere, like the competitive side, which is what he is against. So it doesn't make any sense. Again, as usual, don't make any sense. Like, how are we going to be the ones pushing for a successful game when that's entirely on NetherRealm? Once again, he's talking absolute gibberish. Ain't that the truth, Fraser? Alright.
It's like me talking to toddlers.
Oh, mate, this is so long.
Right? I am definitely...
Is that our boy Crimson Shadow? I recognise that, yeah.
Hardcore Mortal Kombat fan. But I can say with absolute certainty, whether I've been playing online or offline, that previous MK games felt a lot more fairer and fun. Did I play pro? Only pros? No. So fucking what? Who gives a shit about what they think when the majority of the people who are buying the game for entertainment purposes are not going to ever get to that higher echelon of being an absolute ninja when it comes to that stuff? They don't want to have the people up there telling the rest of us that we're crap and you need to get good, bro, and a skill issue.
Alright, okay. So he's saying The casual player who buys the game doesn't want to be told by the pro player that they're bad at the game, blah, 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 or something along those lines, whatever. He's just going on or whatever. They don't even know we exist. They don't even know we exist, and therefore they cannot hear what we're saying. And even if they did, why would they care? Because they're just going to be on to the next game in the next few weeks. Baseless argument.
Because the customer will just go, see it, and they'll just walk. And you can fucking hate me saying that. I don't give a shit. That's just the facts. Bro.
Oh, we don't hate you. We love you. You're amazing.
Right? Not to mention the fact that this person, 16-bit, used to be on these forums. So now it all makes sense. The connective tissue, 100%. They were in bed with the developers. So don't sit there and tell me. Don't even try to even convince me that whether they were people on this forum or any of the only pros out there had no direct contact or correlation with these people.
Oh, that's a really good point, old man, actually. Yeah. All right, so we have a comment here from the chat where old man 23A says, this clown is pushing for it to be not successful. Aren't all of his videos about how bad MK is? All right, that's a really good point. So if he wants the game to be good, why is he only going to highlight the bad and not anything about... he only highlights the bad, and then he doesn't suggest anything to improve it. He's just like, yep, we ain't got this, we ain't got that. It's basically like the meme, innit? Fix your game, never on. But all you do is talk bad. And then, or you talk bad about the game. Sometimes you got valid points, like the shop or whatever. But again, that's not really that big of a deal. It's not even an uncommon thing in gaming. Or you're talking bad about people in the community. If you want the game to grow, there's going to be growth in community. So you can't like have one without the other.
Them certain ideas. Why were the wake ups removed? Like that were like all the defensive options that were in MK11. Why were they removed? Not because of the casuals, because the only pros said that it was easily exploitable and it was crap. They want a game like Tekken, where when you get them on the ground, you're just coming in on top of them, just going bang, bang, bang. Now, it's a Mortal Kombat that's very different, which is why I wasn't a big fan of the 3D era, because Ed Boon decided to turn Mortal Kombat into Tekken. Right?
It wasn't really that Tekken though, was it?
It's like, oh, I get to indulge all my stupid ass fantasies. They got rid of uppercuts. They got rid of sweep. Scorpion has an uppercut. 2 special moves, maybe 3 per character. But it was the Tekken clone, through and through. Even the fatalities were dumbed down in that game. And because of the outrage of Deadly Alliance, Deception was a massive hit. Because they actually laid the foundation of, you know, having mini-games, a fantastic interactive RPG story mode with Conquest, and brought back uppercuts, sweeps, excellent fatalities, the Harakiris. It was awesome. Not much I can criticize about Deception, except for the fact that, again, I wasn't a fan of the 3D like combat system, because if I wanted to play Tekken,
Deception's lightning in a bottle.
Dead or alive,
Deception's sort of like MK9, I think.
I can go get my rocks off to those games. Ed Boon, ever since he's been the creative lead, has been trying to make a gimmick for every single release of everything that he's done. And the only time that it felt like we actually got a fairly decent callback to a great Mortal Kombat game was MK9. We just got it, just straight up, with the introduction of the X-Ray move, which felt like Mortal Kombat finally got its first super move. It's fantastic. That's why people love MK9. Oh, but there was so much broken stuff. Don't worry, we're going to get to that. Don't worry. Just spurging out hard on this one. Right. So,
yep, really am.
And then general statement, not 100% factual. Not every player from other games ditches MK after the first Evo, but the vast majority of them do. It's been that way since MK9 at least. Guys like Sonic are exceptions to the rule, and he especially is in bad comparison because he's a generational virtuoso. What Mozart accomplished in his era wasn't always a general reflection of the state of music at the time because of a level of talent that transcends the norm. What Sonic is doing at any given time is not a good reflection of the FGC. Yeah, but who gets retweeted out?
Oh no, not the retweets. Not the retweets. Who gets tweeted out? Wah.
Now he's debating Tom Brady. This man is a fool and simply hope nobody at NRS is listening to him. It's a terrible vision of what MK should be. And what vision is that? Not having a predatory premium shop. Maybe having a better fight engine that doesn't feel like we're being stuck.
Thank you, Nello. Angela.
Around in mud.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Robotic crap. So many. Everyone else can see it. You put this game, every other NRS game that's come out since MK9, you put those against Tekken, Soul Calibur, Street Fighter, King of Fighters, and every other game looks smooth and it feels amazing.
Street Fighter 5? Are you serious?
Because it's easy too. And I've heard from other people that the reason why they do is because, well, they don't have the skill to play in other fighting games. Foxy ran circles around this guy, made him look like an absolute tit. It's pretty funny. Yeah. The same guy that trolls people and puts out like videos to the tens of thousands of views trolling people.
And people fucking love it. People fucking love it, alright? What about it?
Your hero, right? Yeah, me wanting a better Mortal Kombat game versus a clown. Okay. Can somebody let Sloppy Seconds know that Ronald McDonald wants his clown shoes back, please?
You've used that one before, you twat, dude. Come up with something new. He can't.
He admitted he doesn't care about anything else in the game.
I don't care about anything. No.
So he was claiming that people online were using some kind of macro software. Yeah, look it up. Cronus Thing, Cronus Max. There's videos on YouTube that actually teach people how to fool people that would actually be watching to see if people are cheating by doing certain combos, certain special moves in, say, the first round or whatnot. And then the second round, you can unleash hell. Because then what it appears for the replay,
I'm curious.
Playing natively and doesn't look like they're actually doing anything wrong.
Alright, okay. Let's actually have a look at this. I don't
do everything to the game, but actually play
it. That's true. That's true. I'm kind of confused, like how this is going to make anybody a good player, though. Just like, okay, it lets you hit a combo, but do you know what it's not going to do? It's not going to open your opponent up. So, and even if you press that, like, let's say, what is it they're doing here? Right, so you get right stick, right, left, you do that, right? And then it does this on block. You just lose. You just lose. There's no, like, against anybody that knows how to play these, you lose. You've got a script automatically putting in an unsafe move. You're going to lose. Combos don't make good players.
On my stream last night, I literally played someone in casuals. The same guy in casuals. And he didn't do like any of these massive 400, 500 damage strings, and I beat him every single time. I
thank you, Sean, as well. Childish Hooligan.
I came up against him and he wiped the floor with me with these gigantic combos. It was like somebody else had the controller. And then what I see from the only pros, you know, the experts that are supposed to work around fighting and stuff like that, saying that crossplay should not be inclusive of PC. Well, that's a wonderful statement for a
Who even said that?
Lefties.
Who even says that?
Talk about tolerance and inclusion, but then advocate for the removal of PC from the cross-platform network because of, and I quote, the huge amount of cheaters. So you can't have it both ways, can you?
None of us say that. Again, backed up with no evidence. No yeah, we have no idea. We really don't have an idea what the fuck you're going on about. Not ever.
Enjoy your soy latte while you're watching this video.
I'm actually eating straight meat. Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, this dude's... Imagine never using practice and thinking everyone's broken. Actually, I prefer to go into like very hard on towers, which I've proven and done before, using a brand new character, checking their move list, seeing what combos they got, special moves, and then going against the computer, knowing that I actually have a chance to die and see whether or not I can survive. Now, another guy that does content creation, can't remember his name, he actually made an even better point by going training mode and sticking the character on very hard and just doing your best to block. That's also a great solution as well.
It's not. You know what? That's not a good idea. All right, I'll show you why that doesn't work. Prepare to join the class. Or didn't mean to do that. Basically what he's saying is go into practice and learn to block against an AI. And just like essentially what he's saying is learn to react to things. For some of these characters, they're not reactable. What they're doing is a guess. So we'll take Shao and Kenshi, all right? Now, this is some pro hard stuff right here. Forward 2, 16 frames, yeah? You can see in the bottom left. Even the 20 frame one, right? Both of these are unreactable. A human cannot react to these. Maybe Sonic Fox on like a really good day, maybe Ninja Killer on a really good day, but really, you ain't reacting to that, right? So sitting in the playing against the AI, also you ain't reacting to his low, which is the same speed, right? So this is a guess. It's not even like a reaction. This is just a straight guess. There's no way you're going to go into practice against the AI and get better just by guessing against the computer. You need to understand what to do when these situations occur. So instead of sitting there and like, oh, I'm going to try and react to it, you're going to be like this instead. I need to learn what to do when this happens instead. Does that make more sense? I need to know, because you can't react to it, you need to know where you're going to have to be guessing for it and what you're going to have to do if you guess correctly. So in this case, say he randomly walks up and overheads you. Now you know to punish him, all right? And then you can do some sick. When you're like a Kenshi god. Like, hold on, let me be a Kenshi god. Yeah, when you're a Kenshi god, you just do something like that. You know what I mean? Now, this is how you should use your practice mode. Whatever.
He goes, plot thickens, he made a tier list. Unexpected as his rhetoric. These guys have got to have like 2 brain cells. How could you not understand that this was the joke?
Yeah, he made a joke tier list where everyone was top tier because everyone should beat everyone.
You should be able to use any character against any other character. I find it greatly hilarious, right? That if somebody chooses one character, oh no, you can only choose them. You can't choose anyone. No, you got to have them, bro. You got to do what I say, or you're wrong. You got to be optimal. You got to do this, otherwise you can't play that way. Now, Pig of the Hut actually had a good point in the end of that massive stream that I did. Oh, sorry, when I was talking to Tom Brady. He said, guys, play the way you want. Because at the end of the day, and I've been saying this too, this is a video game meant for entertainment. 99.999% of us aren't going to make a career out of it as an esports person. It is a video game. When you guys...
Right, okay. I was listening to that. I know Pig. I know how Pig operates. Pig is telling the truth in what he's saying, but at the same time, he was also mocking Fate. He was saying, "Yeah, it's like me saying, yeah, just play how you want. Just play how you want. Play how you want, and get the results that are relevant to the way you're playing." And for Fate, it's just getting slapped up by everyone and then making YouTube videos about how bad you are.
You guys get it through your thick heads that it doesn't matter what some only pro says. If the game fails because it's not fun, the general population, even MK fans, do not find this engaging or full of content they can enjoy, or find that the combat is just easily wiping the floor with them, despite them actually going into practice, despite them actually probably being highly competent when it comes to fighting. That's why you guys hyper-focused on upload, because you know I'm right. And you don't want to admit it because you think that by refocusing the conversation onto a mechanic and trying to paint me as like I don't know anything means that, oh, oh, this game will be fine. No, you guys are terrified that this game will die. If Warner Brothers goes bankrupt, you're fucked. If they don't bring out any more DLC or any more content for this game, you're fucked.
Okay, and for this point, which I brought up in the other video, is allow me to introduce you to a player who goes by the name Wasminator. Wasminator has 216,000 subscribers on YouTube now. It felt like he just passed 100k the other day, right? Wasminator has 216,000 subscribers. Oh, wait, let's see, who else? Mike Trelinsky. 210,000 subscribers on YouTube, and these two channels have grown like at a ridiculously fast pace through the end of MK11, which was a dead game. Like by our standards, that was dead. Like by what he's saying, that is dead. So there is no universe where Mortal Kombat is not popular enough for people to do things with it. Spectacular things like Waz and Mike. So evidence suggests that you're wrong. As always.
I don't care. I can play the old fighting games. I can play all the old Mortal Kombat games. I can play any game I like because I haven't bet the farm on making an entire career out of going up on stage and playing.
You could never go on stage. You could never go on stage.
That's what you want to do, that's fine. But if you don't understand business,
you don't understand anything. 8,000 games, and he spends all of his time moaning about this one.
Views on fighting games, claiming that everyone's botting and stuff. Okay, sure. So which is it? Either people are cheating or not. Can't have it both ways.
They're not.
Now, Brazilian Sheik comes in with the hammer. He must have borrowed it off Shao Kahn. In response to this ridiculous comment, he goes, after years I came here to see what I expected. The same group of NRS ball lickers and fans. I don't know who this fate is, and I'm not talking about the video, but at this point, if you play this game, consider this one competitively, you are just a zombie. And that is the problem. Because what happens is these people will go copy and paste what the only pros do, get online, and they just do it. They haven't learned how to fight. They don't know, oh, well, what if they take away this skill set from me? What can I do?
You haven't learned how to fight or how to do anything. 5+
matches against this, what I considered a highly skilled Liu Kang. Everyone else is going, oh, this Liu Kang shit, this Liu Kang shit. Go watch the replays. This dude was amazing. I think I got maybe 1, possibly 2 rounds on this guy. He was absolutely amazing. Right? And I kept fighting him, kept fighting him, kept fighting him, kept fighting him, kept fighting him.
All right, okay. So what he's saying is, people, let's say someone from the Twitch chat watches my stream and they learn how to do something and then they get better as a result for it. What is the harm in that? Really? What is the harm in that? Even if they don't intend to be the greatest player to ever have existed, what is the harm in doing something that somebody you watch who is good at what you're watching do? It's like Overwatch, right? I used to watch like sick Ana players in Overwatch. I am like Fate level at Overwatch. I'm bad, right? But I can watch some strategies and things that top tier players will do. I can understand how it works and why it would work. And I'm not going to sit there and go, you know what, sleep darting this guy in this situation, you're just a pro hard. That makes no sense. Just let people play the game the way they want. Just like you're saying that we're saying we're not letting you do.
You know why? Because unlike you guys, I was having fun. Because I was determined to try and figure out a way that I could get through his defenses. Because at the end of the day, win or lose, we're not going to get them all. We're not going to win them all, we're not going to lose them all. Okay? What you want to have is feeling like things are fair. Now, yeah, he did some of those big combos. Trapping you in the corner, holding up in the air with little dumbass punches and stuff like that. That's very unfun gameplay. And that's why people go to other fighting games as well. Oh yeah, you can do that stuff in the corners there, sure too, absolutely. And we'll get the people pulling out all the Tekken videos and this, oh, look at what these people can do. Funnily enough, a lot of those videos are against a standing NPC that can't move.
Oh yeah, other fighting games are more abusive.
Always fascinating that they're not actually doing it against a person fighting back. Anyway. If you consider what top players say, you must listen more carefully because the main consensus is that this game is broken as F. But not only this one, basically all fighting games are bullshit with some more broken than others. MK1 is disrespectful on a level that a person with no critical sense at all would consider that this is something to play. I'm sorry, and I'm not even touching that premium store, which for anybody that has standards, it is a sign to fuck off and do something else with your precious time. You don't need to waste your life in something that is bullshit in your face things since the beginning, or do you think that knowing that what OS means in a certain context, check whatever, is that going to save that shit? Please, man, hold the block button until a certain combination of cameo character cheap damage you to death. The same zombies here as ever. I've been saying roughly the same thing, and so many other people have been saying the same thing.
So many other people have been saying the same thing. This is the first example. This is the first example for many weeks, basically, of seeing him bring up to back up his side. But there are no absolutes, right? So there's always going to be someone to agree with Fate, but the majority of people don't agree with him. Pretty much, it's like some disgusting ratio of people that don't agree with him compared to that do.
I'd like to know which top players you're referring to when the consensus that this game is broken, if anything. I've seen most top players complain that the game barely got time for the dirty stuff to develop, and NRS already nerfed some characters to oblivion while leaving many others without buffs. That's because NRS are reading the room. NRS are seeing the Mortal Kombat fan base, not the only pros, and possible new people coming in, getting online and having this ridiculous shit happen to them when they've come from, like, the big success, at least financially, and to some people, MK11. And what do the only pros say? Get good, it's a skill issue. Well, see, that's a hard no to a consumer. They'll just walk.
Tom Brady brought up a really good point the other day, right? So Tom Brady said, nobody goes out and buy, like, what he wants is to be given the skill upon purchase, pretty much. So, like, you don't go out and buy a sick guitar and you're now a god guitar player. You got to put in the work to be good at anything in life. You don't go out and buy yourself a pair of Technics Mark IIs, 1200s, yeah, and a rig, and all of a sudden you're like a god DJ. You're not. It's not the way it works. All right. You need to practice in anything in life to be good at it. And he's just practicing being wrong, so he's getting pretty good at that.
Look at this. Even at his worst pre-patch, Raiden and Cyrax's chip was light years behind the brokenness of MK9, Cabal, Sonya, Freddy, Kenshi. It's funny though, actually, because you know, your hero, Sloppy Seconds, rage quit when I said I liked using Cabal and MK11. And you know what happened? I find out the reason why that happened was because apparently in MK11, Cabal could actually be played, you know, in a whole variety of ways. Like, he had a lot more freedom, along with a couple of other characters versus the rest of the roster when it comes to ranked, because in ranked Combat League, your moves were locked. You couldn't actually change them like you could, say, when you're doing casuals and having different presets.
Hey, cheers, Ed the Gamer.
Rage quit. Because I simply said I like using Cabal, who...
Alright, let's bring up this thing as well. I rage quit in a conversation against him. It was rage that was... Hold on, let's have a look.
Even upload a video, because that Mortal Kombat is still growing.
So why do you...
But that doesn't mean that the more it got patched, like...
I had a ball in MK11 in terms of...
You had a ball, didn't you? Yeah, okay. Alright.
It was a shit game, but I at least enjoyed Cabal. That was the good part. I like Cabal.
Yeah, you enjoyed Cabal, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Are you saying...
You enjoy Cabal. What's wrong with Cabal? Alright, man. That's it, mate. That's it. What's wrong with Cabal? Alright, see ya.
That was a rage quit right there. That was definitely a rage quit.
I enjoyed it as a character. But I'm the sensitive one. Okay. Right?
You were not even worthy to talk to after that point, honestly.
And when they say stuff like this, oh, you don't know how broken things were. Again, remember everyone, These are coming from the only pros. These are the people that want to fight competitively. They go to the tournaments, they go online and play so they can get to the top levels and say, look what I can do. To their non-existent girlfriend. Right?
You're my girlfriend right
The
now.
majority of the population, you know, the 99.9%, just want a fun and great Mortal Kombat product. We will never agree. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to be the pros that push the game for big sales. It's the consumer, the average, massive Mortal Kombat fan base, tourists possibly coming in. They're the one that drive the sales. They're the ones.
I settled for way less.
Anyway, this guy says, Trustful Wild, stop liking what I don't like the post. That's ironic, except flip the switch.
Oh, you're right. I need to get him to talk to Sikander, yeah.
Optimal with your combos. Why aren't you doing this? Why are you playing like that? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I thought your god, Ed Boon, said that we had freedom to do whatever we want. Even Pig of the Hut said that. Play how you want. Why is it that we have a little communist part of this community telling us that you must do what we say or else?
Where? Where's anybody ever said
The
that?
second most tame MK game they did. By the way, going back to the Condiment Twins, the guys that did 5 days of game balance testing right before the early access start, as confirmed by Sloppy Seconds. The reason why I have an issue with that is because when Crossplay got removed stealthily weeks or whatever, a couple of months in advance on the Steam page store for Mortal Kombat 1, these guys and other people that are absolutely in bed and talk to the people, some of these people at NRS, including someone who is now one of the lead systems engineers, or whatever the hell they're called, in charge of the combat, 16-bit, you know.
Is this something that reminds me of like Tekken 3 or something?
And they would be talking to them. These guys commentate tournaments for Mortal Kombat. And then
What are you going on about? Get to the point.
When everyone was expecting that we would be getting rooms, a whole bunch of online features on top of that, they just keep talking up MK1 and they don't tell anyone shit. And what does Foxy do? Oh, they didn't have any internet connection, bruv. How would they even know that? Bro. Listen, man, I know this might be hard for some people to understand, but you can have an internal network set up so you can test stuff. If I can download programs like Tungle and Hamachi and
I know this might be hard for some people to fucking understand, but they weren't there to test the internet connection and anything to do with the online, mate. Crikey. Moron.
a game that has no online connectivity, that has a LAN component mode, I can test it. And don't tell me nobody at NRS either told them or they didn't ask them. Whether or not, after knowing that Crossplay got removed, not a single conversation came up going, well, okay, so are we getting everything, like, you know, are we getting everything else?
What do you expect Ketchup and Mustard to do about this?
But still, when you deceive people on a product for your own gain, that's not good. Now, I'm not saying that they knew. I'm saying there's a high probable chance, given their connective tissue with NRS and the entire scene in general, that maybe they did know. And they just didn't say anything. And let people go on their merry way. Going ahead, pre-ordering this game and talking the game up, knowing full well what was to come. And that's why I don't like shills and sellouts and all these people that get little hand and reach rounds and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, they only care. Oh, but they're big fans of Mortal Kombat. I don't give a fuck.
We know. But neither do we about you and the things that you're saying.
1000%. And you know where some of those people are? In jail. You want to know why I use that? Because those people have done one wrong thing that nullifies every
Wait, what's he going on about?
great thing that they've done in their life.
I've just missed everything you just said.
When you deceive people on a product for your own gain, that's not good. Now, I'm not saying that they knew. I'm saying there's a high probable chance, given their connective tissue with it.
All right, Ketchup and Mustard, that's it. You're nicked, mate. You're nicked. 100%. You knew something and didn't say something. You're nicked. 100%. You're not getting away with this. You frauds. Yeah, that's what actual frauds.
And the entire
Not getting away with this.
that maybe they did know. And they just didn't say anything. And let people go on their merry way. Going ahead, pre-ordering this game and talking the game up, knowing full well what was to come. And that's why I don't like shills and sellouts and all these people who get little hand and reach rounds and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, they only care. Oh, but they're big fans of Mortal Kombat. I don't give a fuck. There are people out there who are far more intelligent than me. 1000%. And you know where some of those people are? In jail. You want to know why I use that? Because those people have done one wrong thing that nullifies every other great thing that they've done in their life. That's why I can't stand that shit. Because you guys just let it slide. Because the only thing that you guys care about is one component. I care about the whole component, and so does everyone else I
You don't know.
as a Mortal Kombat fan.
Because you don't. You're the
You can
opposite.
hate what I say all
You care about one component, really. Okay, you could care about a couple of components if you want to go by what you're saying, which I don't believe the whole way. Things that Fate cares about. He was bothered about, was it online delay and whatnot, how it affected the frames, but he's already said he doesn't understand frame data. So why and how could you possibly care about something you don't know or understand? Don't make any sense. You care about, what's one of the biggest things that Fate, if you go through any of his videos, you'll realize one of his biggest gripes is that women ain't got their tits out in Mortal Kombat. That's pretty much what he's, like, one of his main talking points. So tits, shit you don't understand, and the premium store. So that's 3 points, and then we got the pro side of it, or the competitive side. It's not even the pro side of it; it's just the competitive side of it, which you completely act off because they know more than you. Basically, they know more than you about how to play the game that you love, and you play it badly. That's pretty much it.
It means that if you're going to police my opinion, then you need to start policing everyone else out there. When you got comment, like I showed in a previous video, coming out going, oh, you're just corrupting the minds of the consumers. That's how you know I'm over the target. They're terrified. Because they have bet the farm on trying to become like the only pros. I want to be like an only pro. Right?
You want to be like an only pro, right? Not to fucking toot my own horn, but the whole, nobody wants to be a pro. Some of us have led some pretty sick lives already, right? I don't come from a rich family. I don't come from a rich background where you can just fly to America on a whim. Mortal Kombat has given me, I've been to America, when I was a kid, I used to watch MLG Halo, right? And I used to look up to Wolfie. Wolfie's like my gaming idol, and I used to think, how sick would it be to be able to go to an event, play, win money, and for that to be your thing? Mortal Kombat has given that to a fair few people I know. I don't understand what the problem with that is with him. Why is that a bad thing for anyone to aspire to be? It's not a crime to aspire to be great at something you love. That doesn't make any sense. So what do you want? What do you want? What do you want to be great at, Faye? I don't understand. Well, you probably don't even have the drive to be great at anything, actually.
Then he says, the state of MK1 is unacceptable. Yeah, we got desync issues. We got lots of problems. Even Africa people can't even play. Oh, but they sold the game. Look at the state of this Nintendo Switch version. Right? Now, getting to the good bit. Let's find, because I know it's a long video, but I think some of you guys like this long form sometimes, so. Right? No matter whether you're a casual in-betweener or a pro player, NRS Warner Brothers are known for making bad decisions regarding fighting game mechanics. You can't deny that. Yes, I've been saying that ever since Injustice. These games are shit. Whatever their mechanics are shit. They changed something from MK9, and it's dog shit, and it looks like crap compared to other fighting games. I agree that you need to invest your time to learn the game. Yes, but the thing is, though, that, you should be able to... If you pick up Ryu, whether it was in Ultra Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 6, and you know the basic special moves, you know how some of his kicks and stuff are, you can generally adequately get online and play and either have, you know, a good number of wins, maybe some losses, because you understand. It's just learning some of the new stuff that they've added in. These guys think at the Only Pros Clubhouse think that up block is the game saver, and it's not.
We don't.
You want to know why? Because the guy that beat me 50-0 last night didn't use a single one.
Doesn't need to.
Use a single one.
Really don't need to. Don't need to do much to beat you.
Like a clown. It was great though, right? I was so determined to try and get in, but at least, you know, at least I consider that to be fun. I'm not gonna just walk away after 2 fights like some crybaby because I lost. No, I'm gonna give it my all. I'm gonna keep trying. How many of you guys can say that? How many of you guys rage quit after 1 or 2 fights because you didn't get your way? That's the problem with society right now. You guys want to get a participation trophy.
Yes.
What I want is to have balanced gameplay.
What you want is a participation trophy. I want to play the game, and I don't want to have to learn it, and I want not to have these people that have sat there and learned it to be able to beat me with the ways that they've spent their time learning the game. Participation trophy is what everybody else wants, not me.
Just like it felt like we had an MK11, and they removed it because some of the Only Pros didn't like it, and that's a fact. Otherwise, they would still be there. I promise you, if you play Sonic Fox or Foxy or Sonic in these games, top players, you'd be very aggravated. One whiff and you mistake and you eat 70-80%, and you carry to the corner with little options. Right? The problem with that statement is this. They have taken what would be considered highly skilled combat and very expensive or meter use in other games, and taken that and dumbified it down to the base level. So even a trained chimpanzee can do this stuff without even rubbing 2 brain cells together.
I could teach a chimpanzee to beat him.
So much is involved, like they're going up and down, up and down, up and down, right? These guys go, well, oh, that's not the game's fault, that's a you problem. Go sit in the lab for a couple of hours, figure it out, right? That's fair, sure, but at the same time, in a game that is very, very anorexic with content, and the only thing that you have left to do is by going into Combat League with rewards that never should have been put in there in the first place, because no other fighting game does it in ranked mode, going in there and then going, well, I want those skins. I don't really care about online play, but I'm going to try and get them. And then they come across all the tryhards that keep spamming out the same stuff with a very limited amount of players that they're using, and people just go, nah, fuck that, I'm out. I'm just, no, this isn't worth my time. Our Fate in Prison and Sheep right, is MK1 bad? This is Cypher, casual, that likes to watch high level play, game balance. Cyrax and top tiers were broken at launch. I dislike 2-touch games. Funny how none of these people also mention the player 1 disadvantage too. You know, the massive game breaking bug that was in the game on launch.
This is just a point that is, he uses the player 1 advantage, which was patched out before the first major tournament that was backed by Warner Brothers. So again, it didn't really matter. But he's using player 1 advantage as a reason for the game being like tournaments being so bad, and they should reset everything and whatnot. But he never also acknowledges that MK9 had player 1 advantage, and tournaments were played on that throughout the entire game's life, and it never got fixed. So where's your argument about that? Why are you always going to be like gawking MK9 and never acknowledging that one's faults as well?
That the Condiment Twins, in their 5 consecutive days of play, you know, the ones that, you know, also talk about combos and stuff like that, and, you know, actually commentate Mortal Kombat tournaments, oh, they didn't pick up on it. Isn't that amazing? It took some random dude on YouTube to find it. Massive game-breaking bug. Isn't that hilarious?
Massive game-breaking bug, which I guarantee he won't know what it even looks like. He won't even know how to even look for it. This is, again, him regurgitating things that he's found.
Now, this is Premium Shop. This, I feel, is a maturity issue. Oh boy. I want. No, actually, what we want is to have a game that is very explicit and good at detailing and maybe allowing us to get the stuff in the game instead of having to part with real world money. Who cares? And this right here nullifies every single comment that I know all of you guys are going to have when you watch my video and you bleed into your menstrual pad. This is exactly it. You don't fucking care. You don't care about whether or not game companies are screwing over the customer with these highly predatory practices. In fact, you guys were probably sitting there defending the state of Mortal Kombat 11's The Crypt. You know The Crypt? Great design.
Right, so Mortal Kombat isn't the only one with a premium store. Let's have a look at Rainbow Six Siege, right? I bet there's probably R6 Siege. What character? What operators go look at? Let's have a look at all 50. Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, this is going to cost you an absolute fortune, by the way. Absolute fortune to get all of these skins. I play a bit of Siege from time to time, and as the casual that I am, which is effectively the same thing in Siege as what Fate is trying to say that people are in MK, I just don't buy the ones. I just either don't buy them or only buy the ones for the ones I want. I'm not... Never holding you at gunpoint and saying, buy the skins. Alright? They're not doing that.
Great combat. What was the problem with it? That's right. They turn it into a giant loot box from previous crypts. Oh, you didn't think I knew that, did you? Oh, yeah, that's right, because you're a clown. Yeah. No. They turn it into a loot box. You want to know why? Because after you go through every single chest and do everything you can to unlock in it, you have to spend coin to reset everything and then go back in and grind it again. Unlike previous attempts where you actually know, I want that reptile outfit, I know exactly where I go. J4, bang, got it. They did that on purpose. You want to know why? Because they put their premium shop in with time crystals, so that way you could go, yeah, I'll just spend the $5 and I'll get that package. Yeah, whatever, right? You guys are the problem with modern gaming. If you think $10 is too much for a skin, don't buy it. Well,
there we go. There we go. Literally, that is it.
Don't. Right? The majority of Dragon Crystals aren't the game. People are using to buy stuff from the store. But I'd love to see the metrics of people who are actually spending real world money to buy Dragon Crystals after they have exhausted all the necessary currency that they can earn in the game.
I've got thought of something else, right? Okay, so I have a bunch of accounts, yeah? So look. I got a bunch of accounts, yeah? I think I've bought one katana skin over all of them, but through playing the game, I've bought that skin on most of these accounts without having to buy anything. Let me just check if I've got it on here. Retrieve the inventory then. No, Fate's right, mate. Everything's wrong with this game. Okay, never mind. Do I have it? Yeah, okay, so this skin. This is a premium store skin, right? But I didn't buy this. I bought it on, like, my first account, but I didn't buy this on any of the others, and I got it, like, many times. And that's through just playing the game. So, not all of these skins you have to cough up for.
Not to mention, he also doesn't mention the fact that they have taken out Dragon Crystals from certain high-level tiers of mastery tracks after certain patches.
You could definitely buy that one before.
His original skin. Use one of the alternatives that can be earned or pick something.
That's how I unlocked it. I bought it with the Dragon Crystals every time that I grinded in the game for.
Bro, listen, look. I know this might...
Yeah, and the Christmas Katana one as well. I've got that multiple times, same way.
Free-to-play game. This game, premium edition, was what? Up to 110, 120 bucks? Actually, no, 150 bucks in Australian, right? It's not a free-to-play game. If it was a free-to-play game, I can forgive the store. But it's not a free-to-play game. That's the problem. And there is also no free-to-play option. So therefore, shut up.
What's it? Yeah, exactly. Hayate.
NRS employees deserve their jobs. Wow. Listen.
So Hayate saying, skins costing money is fine and great, and you keep making new skins. We love new skins. I agree. I think that's actually good. It's like the Siege Overwatch thing again, isn't it? You can play Tracer or Ash with like 1 billion different skins, and you don't have to pay for any of them if you don't want to use any of them. And if there's one you like, you can have it. What's the problem with that? They get to make their money. You get to buy a skin. What's the problem? And if you don't want it, you don't pay for it. Like I said, you're not being held at gunpoint.
Listen, I tell you what. Do you put Vaseline on your lips before you deep throat? I'm just asking, bro. If you think the product is worth it, buy it or don't. Well, this is the problem, isn't it? This is the deception. See what I did there?
Oh, you're so smart.
This is the Armageddon of the Deadly Alliance between Premium Shop and Warner Brothers. Man, I'm on a fucking roll. They didn't tell us about the Premium Shop.
This is the most pointless conquest.
They didn't even tell us about the Dragon Crystals. In fact, we didn't even know any
like, we just it's so pointless.
Until a week out from the early access of Mortal Kombat 1 this year. But you know what they pimped from day one? Combat Pack. Pre-order. Shang Tsung. Combat Pack. Pre-order. Shang Tsung. Van Damme skin. Pre-order. Get it. To get all of this stuff. The game was literally out a month before they stuck the Van Damme skin in the store. I don't give a shit whether you think I know anything about the combat or not. This entire post here pretty much proves my point. You guys don't give a shit about Mortal Kombat. This mirrors my sentiment. Also,
I don't give a shit about Mortal Kombat. You haven't seen...
That are free. Yes.
I don't give a shit about Mortal Kombat. You haven't seen my collector's edition Liu Kang statue for MK1. I don't give a shit about Mortal Kombat.
So do free mobile games too. This generation is fucked. I'll tell you what, man. And as somebody pointed out on my stream yesterday, they go, basically the colors, the skins, they're just chroma shifts, right? They've just taken something and gone, oh yeah, we'll just change the hue of it. Dop. That's it. Brand new palette. They don't even call it skins. They call them palettes. The literal menu is called palettes. And crystals are given out from playing the game in case you actually needed certain...
Oh, we have to hear this. What's Kanye got to say about this?
100% he puts baseline on before deep roots 100% I can't tell you.
You failed to mention that they also got...
Nice one, Obsidian.
Not to mention none of you guys talk about the insane amount of grind that is in this game for the mastery tracks. The very little XP that you get from playing towers, you have to sit in nodes in invasions mode. Right?
You don't. You can play anything.
Mortal Kombat 1 by contrast is monotone and compared to Street Fighter 6 because half the cast does low hat into set play. Yeah, imagine making a game where basically you can
not anymore.
High and low at the same time in a fighting game.
Imagine making a game where you can get hit high and low. Sorry, PL, I gotta do this. At the same time. Imagine making a game where you can hit high and low at the same time. What was it, ESL? Wait, where is it? I need this Quan Chi match. Where is it? They don't know what I search for this. You know what I'm looking for, right? Imagine a game where you hit high and low at the same time. Imagine. That's crazy. Wait. let's take it a step further, right? We'll use the practice mode and have a look at this getting it high and low at the same time deal he's talking about. So in MKX, this getting hit high and low, you had to block it perfectly, pretty much. Yeah, you had to block that perfectly. But in MK1, they've actually fixed it. Again, this is him using an argument he knows next to nothing about. Right, so I'm going to get Zona to do low hat and get them to hit together, right? So I'm blocking whatever way comes first. See that I'm stand blocking and I'm getting hit high and low, but the low is cancelled out because they've got unblockable protection in there. So it's only one way you got to block. See? I'm not crouch blocking ever here, and the low hat is clearly a low, and it says it's a low. Look, you can see my inputs on the right. It's just R2. I ain't pressing down. The game's blocking that for me. So imagine a game where you can get high and low at the same time. All right, well, it ain't this game.
Fair and balanced. Another one third throws grenades into unsafe strings that become safe. A couple of characters gain safe armored launches due to Goro. This guy knows what he's talking about. A handful of characters are actually powered
M2 Dave.
by Lime by Scorpion and Reiko by Tremor. I suppose there is sufficient variety to keep players, including me, satisfied and entertained, but the game ought to have more diversity, some of which I understand is not allowed to exist nowadays. Because they want to exploit the cheapness of it for their own end game.
What's our end game?
Now, he calls me a fool, and that's fine. Right? But at least Tom was decent in conversation.
No, M2 Dave calls everyone a fool. This guy is...
Good chat.
That's M2 Dave's catchphrase.
So he's right about this stuff. Casual gamers require as much representation as a pro football movement in America or a pro soccer movement in Europe. Both sports are played and enjoyed by the overwhelming majority of the population in the respective region. Such is the case with Mortal Kombat and its massive casual fan base. Stop calling us casual, bro. We're just Mortal Kombat fans. Right? What you deem casual would be a tourist. The point is that a fighting game that usually sells around 10 to 15 million of copies does not need a casual gamer representative. Damn clown show. No, bro. What they need is somebody that loves Mortal Kombat, like myself and many others out there, speaking up and saying this is a shit Mortal Kombat product. The fact that you dickheads don't even realize that says everything at all. This entire thread is an absolute complete expose of the state of certain demographic of Mortal Kombat.
This is the same demographic that was around in MK9, bear in mind.
Consumers.
M2 Dave is an MK9 head.
Just consume, bro, and then be excited for next combo. He agrees that they need to open the doors for zoning, space and control rush down and shine. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing of substance there.
Wait, what did he say? I bet it was... Yeah, okay. Give you that. Carry on.
He agrees that they need to open the doors for zoning, space and control rush down and shine. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing of substance there.
He did play MK9, yeah.
Pro talk. You guys, you just missed the point. You missed the point.
Alright, so what is he saying? Oh, they're just arguing about assist now, aren't they? Yeah, that's true, actually. There is diversity, even in the way that the assist is used. Like, you see the way Sonic uses Kung Lao compared to the way I use Kung Lao. It's totally different.
You guys, you just missed the point. You missed the point. The pro scene doesn't save a game's survival. My son has, what, 3,000 hours, give or take, or something in Rainbow Six Siege. And every time they have appeased the pro scene, the game has gotten worse and people leave. You know why? Because they turn the video game that's meant to be fun and entertaining into a chore.
It's meant to be tactical. It's meant to be tactical. It's not a joke game, is it?
No.
Siege.
He's a premium supporter. Yeah, he's playing top tier, only pros. Is it really comparing apples to oranges?
Yeah, he's definitely wrong about Siege as well. Siege is always alive.
Calling it Zombie Land. He says, however, I invite you to take honest people say about the game and distinguish influences that have to pay the bills creating content for Warner Brothers. Biased views, yes. I also call out that stuff too. And people that don't need that and tell
You need to call yourself out
and take on your conclusions. Right? At the end of the day, this is just a video game. But we are paying top money to play this stuff. It's not a free-to-play title. Why did they push?
I don't think. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think, like you're saying, like he says, he's kind of right that there's something wrong enough about this game's release. I don't think anybody ever disagreed with that. So to make that like his whole point against us or anyone that is in like anyone that knows what uplock is, it's just a dumb point, isn't it? Like we know, we're aware enough to know what uplock is. I'm pretty sure we're aware enough to know that there ain't rooms, right?
Very, very lackluster mobile game. Right? Now, where is it? Oh, he says Brady calmly proves all fake guys' arguments wrong. I like the respect shown by everyone in this cast. Well, he doesn't prove it wrong. He's just saying his side. But I also have found out about stuff about who I spoke to. Are you guys going to talk about that side of things, or are you going to just shut your trap? Oh, I know. I know a lot. You don't think I know what I'm doing?
You don't have a clue what you're doing.
I know who I am, right? I have a
lot of
information. And that's not to say that people can't be redeemed, but don't get it twisted. Don't even start to get it twisted, man. Right?
There is nothing that he can say. There is nothing he can say about me that will be worth any wire.
That's correct, because I've also, as I stated previous, heard different things where a pro scene player will be like, oh, I don't like this, and then miraculously it gets sorted out.
Yeah, literally this.
You are I am. You are I am.
That's him right there.
Thing at the end is basically, yeah, play the way you want to play. So how is it then, when I play the way I want to play, I get people coming in and telling me that I'm wrong in playing the way I want to play? Ed Boon.
You get people saying that you're wrong for playing the way that you want to play when you go out of your way to say that everyone else is wrong for doing what they're doing. It's very simple.
In states, we have freedom to do whatever we want. Figure the Hut says we can do that, and yet, despite that, we're being told we can't. Again, the guy beat me 50-0 last night. He was a great fighter. Loved playing him, even though some of the shit was bullshit, like those massive ass combos he did. But I was determined. It was fun. It was entertaining. I had a good time. You think I care? You think I go to bed crying because I lost? I don't give a shit. Maybe you give a shit because the only thing in your life is your ego, but I don't care about that stuff. Games are supposed to be fun. And if you watch that, it's basically a complete episode of proving how broken the game is. Nobody wants to be held in the corner, being able to do absolutely nothing with no tools available to them in the air for half their health. And Foxy actually advocates for having even more damage done.
No, I didn't.
He doesn't care about the people that are actually buying the game.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. What I said was the offense in this game is too weak. It's too easy to defend the majority of the characters. I didn't say that doesn't translate to we need more damage. That translates to we need more offense, which is I'm pretty sure what I said as well. Just need more offense. And they've actually given us that as well with the patch recently.
That keeps the game afloat so you clowns can sit there and bitch and moan about your combos and whether nerfs are happening. We keep the game alive for you, not the other way around. Now I want to show you this thing. Justin Wong said this, right? Remember that thing I said about pro players saying the truth? Just play the video game and listen to the first 15 seconds. Here we go. I'll turn this up for you so you can listen. It's only 15 seconds. Here you go. Ready?
When it comes to assist games, you have to know that it's so hard to make a balanced assist game. It's meant to be broken. It's meant to be cheap. It's just meant to be unfair. What is up, everybody?
That right there is exactly what the general population of Mortal Kombat fans are finding out. They don't want an assist game. They want a Mortal Kombat 1v1 game. And if they put a 1v1 game in this game, nobody would be on cameos anymore. The reason why they did that is because they can sell you extra content for very little effort. Assists were in MK11. And as Ermac approved, damn fly flying around, as Ermac approved on X, that there is a fully integrated tag mode.
Right. So he's going to be waffling on about how, I shouldn't put assists in my Mortal Kombat, right? I used to be, like, before, when I first heard that MK was an assist game, I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. But obviously, as we played it, I've gotten used to it, and I quite like it now. I think it's pretty good. But obviously, they're not going to do it again as like it's not going to be a staple thing in Mortal Kombat, I don't think. But what's he just saying? This is what Mortal Kombat fans are finding out. This okay? It doesn't matter. It's like the assists are fine. The assists are fine. Honestly, I don't understand your problem.
Mode inside Mortal Kombat 1. He proved it. I have a video on my channel proving it. And regardless whether an assist game is cheap or not, when you're paying money and going, this just feels crap. I came from MK11. Well, why don't I have those same defensive options? I had a good comment in one of my videos from a guy that was talking about Injustice 2, saying they had a good amount of defensive options available in Injustice 2, and that was a popular game. No, the pros wanted all the defensive options taken out of the game. And then the only pros turn around and go, oh, but you got up block. That'll save the game.
Deadshot in Injustice 2 is like one of the ultimate defensive characters ever made. Ever. In NRS. And that character killed Injustice 2. He killed Injustice 2. I killed Injustice 2. I did it. It was me. I got the gun. I played a real zoning game, and I killed Injustice 2, at least in year 1, alright? So, people don't like the defensive mechanics. Remember ECT, the first year of Injustice 2? And it was like 7 dead shots in top 8. Ultimate defensive gameplay fiesta. Nobody was pleased with that. So, all these defensive measures that you're talking about, that you don't want defensive measures, you just want extra combo breakers, basically. You don't even apply the defensive measures you have, you just want another combo breaker.
You guys are clowns. Right. These guys just do not want to admit that I am right. Not because I don't know everything when it comes to combat, but I know everything when it comes to consumer products. If you do not make the general population happy, they will just walk away. And it doesn't matter how much you bitch, cry, and moan, and try and tell them that they're wrong, they will walk. So are we supposed to listen and respect the opinion? I don't care, you don't need to respect it. Of a fucking moron who can't take the time to go into the settings of the menu and turn something off. As I explained, the negative edge thing never affected my gameplay before. I played a lot of MK11 just using Cabal, playing online. I played a little bit of MK10, not as much. I played a lot of MK9, a little bit of Injustice 1 and 2. Never bothered me. It doesn't bother me in other fighting games. It never was an issue. until Mortal Kombat 1. As Tom Brady said, need some water, one sec. As Mr. Brady said, what did he say? He said there are actual input issues and stuff going on. And in fact, when I was playing last night, even though I have negative edge off, or whatever it's called, I think it is, right? That's how little I give a fuck. It was still doing it.
Hold on, that's how little he gives a fuck.
Still, after doing it,
he doesn't care. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. See, the problem with you is you don't care. Oh my god, this is what the problem with the casual, wannabe casual player base is. You just don't care. So you're bringing all your shit arguments over here. Don't know where I heard that one before.
It was still doing into the slide because the game is all over the place. It was still registering as if it was turned on when it was turned off. He's a fucking YouTube content creator who's clueless about the game he's making content for. Don't know. No, bro, I want Mortal Kombat to be great. It's the pro player's job to figure out what to do with that, not the other way around. The general population walks, you don't have a game left. I guess me not respecting this moronic opinion is ball-licking. That's not about respecting my opinion. I don't care whether you like my opinion or not. But time will be proof to everything I'm saying. No, listen to people who devote their lives to a video game. Do that instead. One thing is the drive to compete. Another is your critical sense and how wise you are and where you spend your precious human lifetime. Kind of makes sense, right?
Hey, we're spending our time on Twitch watching some guy moan about something he has no idea about. We are wasting our existence.
I'll listen to a pro player over some dipshit on YouTube. There you go, exactly. Proof positive again.
What do you mean?
Player's job is to figure out every single nook and cranny in the game, right?
But you're just agreeing with him agreeing that you should be listening to a pro player if they're telling you about the way the game works. This don't make any sense.
Because it is their job. It is not my job. It is not the general consumer's job. Their job, when they buy a game, is to hope that they have fun with it. Your job, as a pro scene player, is to try and figure out, when money is on the line, how best I can beat people and exploit a system to get there. That's why every time a patch drops, it's like they're on their period. Oh, they're taking the fun away. Oh, I don't see the future of this game anymore. That's why we laugh at you. Because I thought it was your job to work around it. You forget that Mortal Kombat is a video game. Entertainment. It's not a sport. It's a video game. Meant for entertainment. Until you realize that, this highlighted comment here is exactly.
How many tournaments have you played in Fate that are worth 100, 250 grand? Is that not competition right there? Is that not competition? So, like, where's the line drawn? Because there's definitely more than just a game when you get to a certain point. Definitely more than just a game when your name is like, I don't know, Super, and you're probably a millionaire by now. Your name is Sonic Fox, and you're basically a millionaire. Is it just a game for entertainment at that point? I think it's definitely life-changing to... I don't know, I could name a lot of people. That's like changed the whole trajectory of their life. So it is a game, first and foremost, but that doesn't mean that it's stuck in that category. Doesn't mean that it's got to be only that and nothing else.
What I have been saying this whole fucking time. You are proving everything right. And you're just exposing more and more about how you guys don't give a shit about Mortal Kombat or anyone else that is a hardcore Mortal Kombat fan that wants a better game overall. It's not just about the combat. It's
life is a game.
You
grind and then you die.
You should listen to X or Y people, and you people love to use the argument that pro players should be heard because they have a better understanding of what is happening, right? So I just said that in my view, the way of seeing things is not getting the whole picture of what is happening. Yes, you guys are in a bubble.
Oh, he's actually serious. Yeah, he's serious.
You guys are in a bubble. I try to expand things and you're trying to simplify to Mortal Kombat. Just proves again the restrictive mindset. Yes, this subject can be profound as we want it to be, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not giving life advice, it's just my opinion and just that. Right? As soon as people cross the line to be a competitive player or use time in something like this, yes, you have to be profound and expand things. Not restrict to my game, bro, let me play my game. Again, we bought it, we can speak about it. Come take my copy if you want me to shut up. This guy says, are you anti-video game, I'm not saying that word, or just an anti-fighting game advocate? We're at an interesting time in humanity where people can basically make money off this leisure. I play video games to unwind, I don't take it too seriously, but I want a quality product to spend my time with. Yes, that's right. With MK1, probably took over 100 million to make, but yeah, after 4 years, this is what we get. It's far from perfect, I like what it offers, but people who play it 6 to 12 hours a day for 5 days a week and more will call out its failings. We are musing on ways to improve it. I think NRS could have some great improvements if they carefully sorted through what is here. No, not on this forum. No, you need to get a broad spectrum, and I'm not saying me. You need to talk to everyone.
This
goes, what do you do for the leisure of your precious time? FR Stack replies, funnily enough to
FR Stack's the boy.
Funnily enough, NRS people left this site because of posts such as this dude.
Stack is the boy, then.
Because of people like myself that think that the hardcore MK fans can have ideas that can improve MK. Sure, there are a lot of bad ideas out there, but NRS has come up with a bunch of bad ideas on their own. Look at Cetron and Jackie in MK11 release. Look at Fujin in Final Build. Again, you guys are only hyper-focusing on the combat. Yes, that is the purpose. This is the purpose of your forum. But this is the problem too. You are in a bubble. I listen to everyone. I'm convinced only pros understand the game at a fundamental level. This fake guy was factually wrong 98% of what he said. No, I'm not. He spends for years making Mortal Kombat content only to complain about every MK but 11. I complained in my very early videos because I didn't start making videos in MK11 on my fake channel, right? The whole life cycle. I came in late. My main problem with MK11 is a mechanics system issue. There's something fundamentally wrong at the ground level with how the game moves, how it feels, how it connects with the other opponent. People can visually see that it's janky, robotic, and stiff compared to other fighting games. It's not just my thing.
This game moves like MK9.
That to its final form. You take all of that jankiness, you take away all the defensive options from previous games, and you basically take the brakes off the car. That's the problem. For example, he claimed whiffing a button shouldn't cost you to lose 50%, and went on to say that you don't have to deal with that in Street Fighter 6. No, I don't have to deal with that at Street Fighter 6 because I play at a casual level. I'm not playing against pro players, bro.
Not playing against pro players in Australia. Alright. Okay, alright. This has actually got to be said. He's not playing against pro players either. Australia has no pro players, right? No one that's like the top elite level players to be considered pro. They got some good players, but they haven't got pro players. So he's not playing against the people he's talking about. So how are you even going to use that as an argument? Oh, I'm playing at a casual level.
Unless
you're playing at a casual level and everything.
Gold or silver rank, I'm not having them take off half my health.
Waz is a good player. He hasn't got a major top 8 yet though. Okay.
I'm not playing against pros. What NRS has done with MK1, as I will explain yet again, they have taken systems and design that was only meant for people that were really and fundamentally skilled at fighting games, that would use most of their meter, if not all of it, to create these massive expensive combos. And they've taken that and they've dragged it all the way down to the bottom for the redneck crowd and gone, you know what? Anyone can do this stuff.
Yeah, I agree, Clockwork. I'm a big Waz fan. Waz is the boy. Waz is sick.
Soft reset the damage output.
But I'm never gonna.
In my stream yesterday,
I'm always gonna be objective about where players stand because I'm always seeing, I'm always observing, I'm always watching, right? So I got ideas of where people are.
Do this particular Scorpion thing where he goes, like, was it knee uppercut, and then knee uppercut, harpoon, knee uppercut, harpoon. I think, and then he pulls him flat, so the character goes smack on the ground. Quan Chi's got the same mechanic.
Yeah, why is this the god of YouTube?
He'll go bang bang. Sorry, no.
Which is better than being the god of the game.
The what do you call it? The claw comes out, and he pops them up. You go punch, and then do it again. It flattens the character out, so you can't do a follow-up. Cameos get around that. It's a combo extender. It's a damage reset because it allows you to continue on and do these massive combos without repercussions. That's what I see. That's what everyone else sees. You're conflating pro-level skill and going, oh, well, they can do it. No, you've taken that pro-level skill and given a redneck vibe and said anyone can do this stuff now because it's brainless, it's so slow, and there's no repercussions.
He just said that cameos can get around the relaunch. Can Scorpion, this is something I don't even know. Can Scorpion do that? So, let's have a look. This is what we use practice mode to find out answers to the questions. So let's say you do spear. All right, basically, you just need to see, can you do spear, freeze, spear? I didn't really get around it. You still get the splat at the end. What he means is that cameos are used for extensions, right? So you can do spear, and he's calling that freeze there cheap. All right. Guess it's cheap, man.
To it because you made the most expensive mechanic in the game to get out of these situations, 3 bars and the cameo made available. The guy refuses to use cameos. Yeah, I don't like them. And I can still beat people. What does that tell you?
That tells you that one, they're bad.
Whatever broken mechanics there are in this.
To beat Fate, alright. To beat Fate, you need this kind of. Oh, let's see. I know. What kind of gameplay do you need to beat Fate? This is the kind of gameplay you need to beat Fate.
So annoying, come on.
I do 1 grab. I do 2 grab.
Man, come on. Look, how I hate to play. You play so gay.
I do 3 grab.
Yeah. Goodbye. I'm not gonna play it like this.
Goodbye. I grab.
That's all you need, alright?
This game, my old stubborn ass can still beat it. But I can still do the job. And I'm having more fun doing it that way than relying on a broken piece of shit system. I use cameos all through Season 1 with Kombat League, right? And after that, I'm like, nah, just don't like it. It just feels cheap. And it is cheap. Refuses to go into practice and learn because, actually, I have gone into practice, and I did it on stream last night as well. I just refuse to do what everyone else is doing when the game designer said that we are free to do whatever the fuck we want. How do you clowns not understand that? Ed Boon says, do whatever you want. The only pro...
Do whatever you want, and then in the small print is with varying degrees of success. Alright? There will be varying degrees of success.
Do it this way.
I know his degree is very varied. It's way varied.
Back to MK1, dude also thought MK9 and MK10 didn't have blah blah blah. I didn't say that. But I played a lot of Mortal Kombat 9, not much of 10, so forget 10. I played a ton of Mortal Kombat 9 on PS3. Playing against Australians and New Zealanders. I had great connection. Apparently something that Foxy didn't seem to understand. I mean, New Zealand's just across the pond, man. It's not that far, right? Great connection. Outside of that, it was crap. It would just desync every time. Now, I'd have to, if anyone knows actually, if there's a way that I can check my record of the amount of games that I played for PS3 that I can check online, because you can't do it on PS3 anymore. You can't connect to the servers, it won't let you. You can on PC though. If you still got a copy of MK9 on PC, you can still connect, you can still connect and play against people online. Right, which is pretty awesome.
So you had a good connection, really? In MK9? Nah, you can't.
I'm pretty sure I had about 2,000 wins plus, give or take, by the end of it. More wins than losses. I never came across someone that took 80% of my health.
You never played against a average Cyrax player? Or a good Smoke? Or a Sonya? Or
anyway,
like something that will put you in Infinite, a Cabal?
Now, where's the funny part? Because
this is Tony T though, this might not be the most applicable. Oh no, wait, this is the regular this is the regular 1 bar. Yep. Yeah, this is the one I was doing. 1 bar. That was 1 bar.
I know you guys are waiting for it. Oh, this guy's been all over my videos. He's a wanker. Small-time YouTuber. Yeah, I know, thanks. I know. Around 10 years ago. Yep, yeah, these are my old channels, thanks, yep. Made a few videos with Total MK, where they played MK. Making right-wing videos calling everything woke. Usually very homophobic. Oh, okay. I'm not afraid of gay people. Guys are grade A effing, I'm not saying that word. He also went through a phase where he's a giant fanboy of certain consoles. No, I love playing on PS3. Yeah, I was a fanboy of it. So what? It was funny, it was a great time, early days of YouTube. Flip-flopping every few months. No, I didn't flip-flop to any other console. Again, misinformation. I stuck to PS3 and then I went back to PC gaming and I never left. Right?
I mean, who cares?
See, this is what you call mild, let's say mild doxing, right? Because what he wants to do, this is the goal. They can't beat my arguments. So they're going to try and do everything else. This is what...
They can't beat his arguments.
Right, so today, YouTube heads...
Oh wait, I've lost the key.
...make something
Shit.
in Mortal Kombat 1. Now obviously...
I've lost the key.
Cyrax, Baraka Cyrax, Johnny Cyrax.
Stop. They can't beat his arguments. Allow me to direct you to... I debated Mortal Kombat's biggest critic, which is just 1 hour, 50 minutes of me just destroying all of his arguments. Or debunking the worst Mortal Kombat 1 opinions and facts, which is just 1 hour of destroying his arguments. Or if we go to Fate's channel himself, you can go to... where is it? He had a really good one. Whatever one has Dittle in it. Where's the Dittle one? Oh, I can't find it yet. Maybe he's taken it down. He had a really good one with Dittle. Basically, he argued with Dittle, and Dittle broke down whatever he was saying. Oh, wait. I ain't done. People destroying his arguments. Hold on. Tom Brady destroyed his arguments. And Brady and Dittle articulated it way better than I did. Tom Brady... Again, 2 hours and a half, just straight shutting down his arguments. But no one could ever beat his arguments. There's proof, you can go watch it.
They go out of their way. They can't address the argument. Well, we're going to take it to the personal level. Right? You can disregard my content, bro. You just don't have to watch it. I watched a few of his newer fake videos, homophobic and right-wing. Definitely watch the Hodge Twins. The Hodge Twins are fantastic. I love them. You're really funny. I'm not afraid of gay people. I'm not wondering about, you know, if I bend over to pick something up, there's going to be a gay person. I'm not worried about that, bro. What are you worried about? What are you talking about? If you look up the word phobic, you know what it means? It means either, like.
Isn't it fear or aversion? What is it? Yes, aversion. I guess that's what the context he's not picking up here is.
Unnaturally afraid, essentially, of something, like when you're arachnophobic, of something when there's no real basis for the fear, or have an aversion. What's an aversion mean? It means that you find something that you don't particularly like. But because lefties like to do this, they go, well, clearly you literally hate these. I don't hate anyone. I'm a Christian. We're not meant to hate people. We don't hate people.
Christians have never done anything hateful in history ever, nah.
Cowards, and not say something it might or may not be bad for you.
What does that even mean?
So, this is going to be a lovely video for them to consume.
Yeah, this is sick. Thank you for this video. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're doing exactly what I need you to do all the time. You are
and check out this
the perfect internet specimen.
He's been here the whole time. The devs started moving away from the community. I personally think they should have had thicker skin, but if you can't respond how you would like because of the company's reputation, you would eventually just get pissed and leave. So that, to me, as far as I'm concerned, means that the pro scene were absolutely in the ear of developers at NRS, soft or hard manipulating these people to try and get things changed, nerfed or removed, which is why we have such a dramatic shift in terms of gameplay from MK11 to MK1. You guys know they put MK1
Thank you for the last
in there
tag.
because of the strength of the MK11.
I know, son.
The last tonight.
No, it's been interesting. Thank you so much for coming up for the 3 months. And Kanye as well for, you know, butting in.
Jump kicks, right? Oh, you didn't think I knew that. Oh, okay. Yeah. So instead of nerfing the kicks, what do?
Wait, what did he
Add a
say?
mechanic in there to stop people jumping in terms of gameplay from MK11 to MK1. You guys know they put MK1 uplock in there because of the strength of the MK11
This is something I told him.
jump kicks, right? Oh, you didn't think I knew that. Oh,
Didn't think you knew that. I told you that.
okay. Yeah. So instead of nerfing the kicks, what do? They add a mechanic in there to stop people jumping. In a video game, they programmed to have people jump in and also have attacks, like special moves, attached to jumping.
You know what they put throws in? They put throws in a game to stop people from blocking. Why put a block button in a game where you can have a move that beats the block? It doesn't make
It makes
sense.
boys and girls. Anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think. See ya.
All right, later, Fate. All right, so we ain't done just yet. Let's see what the crowd has to say. Merry Christmas, Fate. Thanks for the hours of entertainment. You're right, Mr. Smith. Awesome how you kept playing and losing and learning. You're awesome. You ain't learning, but he is losing. Now, while I admit I'm a bit out of age, competitive play, I'm playing the tournaments, library, blah, blah, blah. Characters are a big deal. Basically matchups matter. Saw your gameplay. There was more jumping than Carl Lewis at the 1988 Olympics. I'm pretty sure you got punished by Uplock over 20 times across the span of an hour in your stream. This guy's always on his case. I like this guy. They. Who is they? What do you mean they? Huh? Who they? Huh? Who's they? Oh, I need to move the chat so you can. This is not optimal. So what is it? They? Who is they? Huh? Who they? What do you mean they? Huh? What do you mean? They will make up lies and try and paint you in a negative light. You never say they removed crossplay and it was blamed on them. What? You said that they should have said something about it and that therefore it's their fault. That don't make no sense. Fucking skins just be tied to wins with characters. That would be pretty good as well. But I'm wondering, is the next DSP 6 Arrogant and low tier god? Mate, we can. Yeah, we found it. We found it. We found the one. He was the one. He was the. Everyone I know. Actually, you know what? Everyone I know said they'll wait till the game get actually fixed. It's like a new flavor of the map. Pros have exploits every single month that they want to break the mechanics and stuff like that in the Mortal Kombat community. The pros have to find every advantage they can that's available to them in the game. They're competing. Why wouldn't they use mechanics that are available to them? What specific exploits are you referring to? What are you talking about with exploits? This is why I hate MK1 haters, because you don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, exactly. This is the thing. You got them shields sieving. I am fucking sieving. Alright. You need to... Oh, this one's good. You really need to start showing evidence from now on. Every time you say most people or a lot of people, yeah, every time you make these arguments, because I don't see this majority, I just don't get why you're willing to die on this hill. There's nothing wrong with using practice mode. Also, just FYI, I'm shit at this game. My highest rank is master, and I don't have an issue with these things. Ando 336699, you're a geezer. Top geezer. Spud. Let's see. You could literally learn how frame data works in 10 minutes and drastically improve your gameplay forever. Alright, if you're watching this and you don't understand how frame data works.
Right, so today.
It's a simple concept. It's basically 2 + 2 = 4. That's -1. That's 3. Quick maths, right?
Right, let me start
this video here. Get hit less than Mortal Kombat 1. Explains to you the way that the frame data works.
Basic.
See? Maths, innit? Just like I was saying. Quick maths. Alright. Hate survive. Okay. That's not really... Okay, that's fair enough. You can hate survive. Uplock is real useful when you're in a situation where you have an overhead and a low come for you at the same time. I don't think that's true, because you kind of get cooked for that. But that's supposed to be that way, because you can't just have a foolproof defensive option. Alright. Wait, I missed it. Wait, what did he say? Oh, right. Yeah, okay. You're right. I did miss one. People are botting. I brought a Cronus Zen off someone to see for myself. It's true, and there's a whole underground community selling macros with 500 damage for many characters. They use left and right stick to provide combos for each side. I don't use it in competitive, but in casual, I was able to play with Kenshi like I've mastered the character, but it's just macros, lol. There's lots... Oh, hold on. Where was I? Blah, 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 master blah. There's lots of potential for this, and punish combos would be really useful for the Cronus Zen. For example, the Quan Chi trap setup lets you do 2 combos no matter what, or any 500+ damage combo you come up with and be used an automatic punish if somebody makes a single mistake. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody found a way to train AI to play this game and to AFK grind Combat League with macros. A robot could have the reaction time to block lows and overheads and duck grabs to punish. No human using this thing is going to beat me unless they're better than me at the game. That's just how it is, and that's how it is for anyone that is up against someone that, even if this even exists, which I don't think it does, no human is beating me that is using this sort of thing, and they're probably not going to beat you or anyone watching, because they have to actually make the right decisions in the first place. Being able to do a combo is not being able to win a game. Totally different concept. Why is he called Foxy Sloppy Seconds? Didn't Fate have a hissy fit about labels when they spoke? He's been losing quite a bit, I guess. Yeah, I'm the master of, what, 4th and 5th? Big loser, but it don't matter. Because everybody's losing, mate. Sonic wins everything. Yeah, okay, that was the one I got to in it, talking about you don't have any evidence. And that's why TJ Plaga, thank you for coming back for the 43 months. You could literally learn how frame data works. Yep, survive. All right, okay, we're back to where we were. Okay. What's Sentinel saying here? It's like a professional race car driver saying that a casual car driver shouldn't buy a Corvette because they don't use it to its full potential, or belittling the casual driver. No, it's like a casual car driver saying to the professional car driver, you should drive the Corvette like this, and then saying that they're right. It's like a racing fan that goes to the track every weekend telling F1. Yeah, literally what I just said. Thank you. It's like a racing fan that goes to the track every weekend telling an F1 driver how to drive a car. The pros have taken the time to learn how to deal with harder blockables as well as make their own. Just because they're harder to master doesn't mean they shouldn't be there. And striving to improve yourself with each fight so you can master them is kind of the point in playing. Just like how racing fans should enjoy getting better too. Nice one, Ashen. Spud. Geezer. No, not everyone who buys a fast car wants to be a professional racer. As a casual player isn't striving to be a pro player. Sure, he whines a bit too much, but the one thing I agree with Fate is about the pro players act too pretentious towards casuals, and the casuals are the ones keeping the game alive. Acting too pretentious to the casuals, but I've literally got an archive of me playing this game. Let's have a look. Where's the King of the Hills and all that? Wait, I've got the Gibbons here. I don't even know where my oh, there we go. I don't know, mate. This is not. This probably ain't. Okay, this guy is definitely a casual. Oh, this is Nastrodon. Yeah, Nastrodon's a casual. I was playing I go out of my way to play with these casuals as long as they'll talk. I'll go out of my way to play with the casual players. I don't care how good you are at the game. But anyway. Yeah, casual wants to keep the game alive, but every weekend, racer wants to be as good as they can be and show however they drive, just like a pro. It's like it's fine for a casual to play however they like and then try and improve their fighting. But people like Fate say things about the mechanics that, oh, I need to bring this up. They're actually having a discussion on YouTube. Who does this? Well, but people like Fate say things about the mechanics of the game that can be proven wrong. I think it makes more sense to why his opinions are not considered as good. Ashen is speaking with too much logic for this channel here. This is like, I feel like I'm a class teacher. Everybody read the board, but really we're just looking at shit posts and YouTube comments. This is, what are we even doing? Even with the funny upload conversation he keeps going back to, it's not that it solves defense in this game or anything like it. It's just a good option. It helps you counter jump-ins and overhead heavy opponents. But it also has a counter to it too. So if you just do it every time on autopilot, you get thrown for 20. Exactly. So now there's a new game you get to play every fight. If you hate up blocking it and don't do it, take the safer option of normal blocking and don't get punished. Hell, use it against people who use it a lot. It's a good thing. All right. Foxy and Tom both explained really thoroughly these fundamental ideas that Fate has wrong with the game and why that would lead them to misunderstanding how the balance works. Yes. If you think something is cheap, it might well be, and no one is a scrub for thinking something is cheap. But they're usually a way in the games get around that cheap thing, and it's kind of on us to find them. That is fighting games, right? Find something cheap, find the answer to something cheap. Might not ever be cheap again. What is something we thought was cheap in this game? I know something that we could have thought was cheap. Hold on, let me just bring it up and show you. So Liu May, right? The first time anybody ever saw Liu May, people were looking at her strings. And they see this is an overhead. And Frost was in the beta as well, so Sound, it's muted. Alright, so Frost is in the beta as well. Alright, you can have it, sound. You want to hear forward 4-4 so much. There you go. You like that? But anyway, we're all looking at this, right? We're like, oh, it goes low overhead. Put that with Frost, you can go low, low. And then like one day after, everyone was blocking Frost. The more you know. That ain't a true overhead low. You ain't gonna get comboed if you just look at it. Alright. Back to where we were. Alright. Yeah, the online's fucked, you're right, yep. Online's definitely a bit fucked. Wait, where am I? Oh, it's crushing, bro. He's always just on it with it. His online's fucked, blah, blah, blah. His netcode's been getting progressively worse, also trucking around 180 to 200 MS players. Like, why should I accept that now so he can't even play any fights? When you do get low ping, it's still unplayable for some reason now. It's like slow motion. Please explain this, NRS. Kane, I ain't NRS. If you have a problem with the way any NRS game is played, any character, any frame rate, anything like that, pro players who actually get into the NRS company are not the problem. It's Paulo Garcia. Somebody knows something. They're not the problem. It's Paulo Garcia. All of the pros that test the game, that's if they give a suggestion on how characters should play. It doesn't always get taken into consideration. Ask Tom, ask Foxy, ask anybody in the know. You're taking issues out on the wrong people. Paulo Garcia, this is all you're doing. In face, if people defend rubbish, I deal with what I am served. There are a lot of people, bro, willing to defend a game for their own self-interest. You say it's Paulo Garcia. Why is that? For someone that knows so much about this and loves, he put up a picture of Paulo. I've seen him put up a picture of Paulo, right? It was an old picture of Midway's development team with Paulo in it. And he said, not a drop of soy in sight. You know how he is, right? He said, not a drop of soy in sight. Paulo's in that picture. You said it's Paulo Garcia. Why is that? You should know who Paulo Garcia is. Because he's the guy who basically helps design how the game is going to be played, does all the frame data. I believe he'll decide on what mechanics the game should have. He's been on Mortal Kombat class as well. Not saying there have been other... Oh, hold on, let me sort this out. Wait, yeah, where was I? Not saying that there are other people involved in these things. I'm pretty sure there are, but Paulo Garcia has been the one at the helm of that stuff for a while now. The pro players, they have come in just to test the game. That's it. This is ketchup and mustard. They're there to test the game. That's it. They have no input on the actual design. All right. Oh, I ain't going through all this. Oh, maybe it's worth going through all that. We'll have a look. Why am I using the microphone like it's a ruler? Listen, yeah. Don't give it. You see this? See these pecs, mate. You want to know beef, right? Give it a rest. When you say some pros past is checkered, why are you talking about that? No idea what he's on about. Hey, bro, I respect that you're going to keep fighting a good fight, but sometimes it's better to take a step back and really look at what you are doing here. Palisade, your name just made me think of Palisade Walls because we're listening to the Age of Empires soundtrack. But yeah, take a step back, look what you're doing, and then you're going to come step straight back forward and forget about it. Release check is a problem with certain special moves and combos. It's a thing, bro. Yep. Oh, okay, it's kind of a dead conversation. They're just talking about release check. Still waiting for Foxy to answer my question how the gameplay is objectively great when you have an integral mechanic on a button that cannot be unbound that is barely used. And when top NRS shields and players, like Foxy, are asked this question, they can't even give an answer because honestly don't know what the button is used for. Yet somehow gameplay is still great though. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, so I'm sure you're talking about stance switch, right? Stance switch is used now. I'll prove it. Alright, you ready? I mean, this doesn't prove why the gameplay is great, but like your question's not actually doesn't make any sense as well. Like, why is the gameplay great? Because one button does a thing that nobody uses. One button isn't the determining factor of if the gameplay is great or not. However, also you're saying that it's not got no use, but this character relies on it, like fully relies on it. If you don't have that button, this character don't exist. Omni-Man uses it, Natara uses it, exactly. Like, if you don't have this, you don't have Shang Tsung. I think that is objectively a great way to, like, implement Shang's morphs as well. There's your answer to that. You still fail to see what the practical application of stance switch has ever been. Well, I just showed you, so if you watch this, you'll know. But in general, yeah, it's not really, it's never been useful. If you want to take a bunch of beatdowns from somebody better, you'll never get good. Those one and run turkeys will never be more than a 0.500. What? To have fun, at least use to practice Fate. It's the first thing people usually do in a fighting game. Listen to MK1 from the 90s. The game itself is unfinished, yes, but you shouldn't critique people that actually know how to play. Fate hasn't or can't complete the combo tutorial. You can't do a combo, Fate. You can't. Indeed, he keeps bringing up that people just want to have fun and they get comboed. Like, bro, anyone who is simply playing for fun don't care about winning or losing. All right, okay. Oh, mate. He's doing good for his engagement, isn't he? He really gets people talking. This dude complains all day about MK1, and he says if Warner Brothers goes bankrupt, he doesn't care because he can go play the old games. Why doesn't he go play the old games now? That's a good point. Why don't you just go do that now? Speaking of exploiting, isn't that what he's doing here on YouTube? Making videos all day for views so he can pay his mortgage. Sitting inside sad all day because Ed Brune doesn't retweet him. Ed Brune has retweeted me a couple of times. We're actually besties. The story, character designs, online player trash. Ed Boon should have touched the Kool-Aid. Alright. Fate, obviously you were hurt by the good members of the MK community. You're basically complaining about the fundamentals of MK that make it such a great game compared to other fighting games. Stay away. Oh wait, this is exotic. I swear you're in the stream right now, aren't you? And there are things you don't understand aren't worth putting in. Yeah, alright, to get better. What? You're basically just saying everything we said in it. You want MK to be your way, just like as you said in Foxy Grandpa's debate. Go play another fighting game that's fit into your personal fighting style. Drop your PSN, Fate, and we'll see your PlayStation history. What? Dude is starting to get obsessed with these only pros. Why you seem so bothered? Let's see where this goes. I agree. Let's see where this goes. I find it amusing, honestly. It's like having my own DSP arguing with me. Not even arguing with me, arguing at me. I know bro is terminally online, staring at home forums, reading anything, making no sense. After time, kind of with random scenarios in his head. Yeah. Cool, bro. Love myself. I have to listen to these while driving around to hear what insane nonsense is coming around next. Yes, this is what I'm doing. If you actually stop and think about any of the complaints, they usually make no sense at all. Like, MK gives you rewards for being good in ranked. Yeah, this guy just claims he's living rent-free in their heads, yet he's the one making daily videos about them. I'm starting to make daily videos about him now because his stuff is too good. Like, I can't. It's like you said, innit? You just got to see what nonsense he's complaining about next. It's like a soap opera. Meanwhile, the pros here living life, chilling, probably don't even know this guy exists, but yet, nah, they're starting to know because they're starting to know because I'm just saying, watch this guy, man, it's brilliant. I don't care that we're giving him like a platform. He needs a platform. Really, you should be thanking me, Fate, because I'm giving you your platform. All right. Wait, what was I saying? Probably don't even know this guy exists yet. He knows they do, and Williams make about 40 videos called Only Pros and Uplock laugh my fucking ass off. And the video is basically about him being combo for 12 seconds and how shit the game is. I'm a massive Fate fan, honestly. I'm a locale enjoyer. Dude thinks you shouldn't be rewarded for playing ranked or something. Like, who the hell doesn't get rewarded for playing? You get gear, character, a cameo, XP. All that, yeah. You played on stream and your highest combo was 2. All right. 2 hits is a combo, bro. 2 hits is a combo. You played MK like it was back in the 90s. You do not know how to do any combo over 8 hits. All right, now, to be fair, not every combo is made the same. All right. He's right. 2 hits could be a combo, mate. So that by standard, he's obviously crap. You get bugged up by anyone that knows what they're doing, hence why he dodged me multiple times on multiple callouts. Only thing worse than his gameplay is his room temperature IQ opinions. He got left behind, dude's still stuck in the 90s. It's perfect practice mode, moves list of frame data do not exist. But even then, like, we just time travel him, get Ryan Hart to slap him up, or Tom Brady. He wants the game to be uppercuts and sweep. He's embarrassingly bad at the game. He's played probably triple the amount of hours and I would destroy him. I think part of him knows that, which is why he's declined every call out I've made out on his channel. Ooh. Robok, eh? Robok 8369. Maybe maybe we could coerce them into a fucking beef set. You know what I mean? They wear beef. Hey, go back. He did a 10-hit, a full con B&B and did a 10-hit combo of Reiko on last stream. It's not that he doesn't know how to do combos, he chooses not to. Alright, so he can do a combo. Sick. But it's like I'm saying, innit? A combo don't make a good player. Combo is like knowing the alphabet. Knowing the alphabet don't make you Shakespeare. No, so you can do them offline, blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, all the older games are properly messed up that he's talking about, but he doesn't know or accept that. I guess that's pretty much it, isn't it?
Restore the Madoka. We demand.
Yeah, okay, it's all a bunch of whatever at this point. I think we've been through this. We see what's going on. What a great Fate video. That was an hour and 20 minutes of just pure genius. I love it. Please make more, because it's so good. I'm sure everyone else is loving this as well. It's a great pastime, honestly. It's like watching Fate or just listening to Fate is great, mate. Can't hate. Rate 8 out of 8. That's his channel there. If you want to go see him, there's plenty to look at. Let's have a look. What's a good one? I ain't gonna do any more, but I'm just gonna. There's so much good stuff in here. Whatever the Sonic Fox one is just brilliant. Like, he really don't like Sonic Fox, and he really don't know about Sonic Fox as well. The Diddle one, if it's got Diddle me, Tom Brady, or Sonic in it, or the one where he used Tweety as the thumbnail, that's all great. It's all great stuff. Oh, there we go. Here's the one I was looking for. Where is the argument with Diddle?
Naming you, bro, when it comes to talking about shills and stuff, but it seems that
Then I just need when you lose if you're not trying to be competitive and the person you're losing to is.
You're absolutely right, bro. The $100 purchase that I bought, just shut your mouth. Is that what you're saying?
Right. Then this play versus an easy AI all night.
No,
there's no problem.
I can
when you get
this one's great. If you want to go listen to Diddle, argue with him.
Actually practicing, of course they're going to beat you.
No. See,
Diddle smoked him in this argument anyway, so whatever. I'm gonna end this, and then we'll get back to gaming.